Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Death Stranding for what is live stream number 2, as we continue Sam's journey through the game and discover everything we possibly can. Good morning, I hope you're well, I hope you all had a good weekend. Now, firstly, I need to apologise for Saturday evening. I fell asleep. I just didn't even think about the stream. I fell asleep on the sofa and completely missed the stream completely. Yeah, all I can do is apologise. It's happened a couple of times. I'm not going to put it down to the morphine or anything. I think it's just me not sleeping in general. So apologies for that. E-Play, good morning. How are you? But yeah, we are back this morning, and I'm going to try and do the schedule as we've planned it. If you haven't watched the schedule video, I did put on there about why there's no evening streams this week. I discussed it at the start of it, just to try and make my life a little bit easier. I'm still dealing with these things outside of stream that I need to deal with, and my head's a mess because of it. I'm hoping that we can get it dealt with this week. That's my fingers crossed anyway. So we began this Friday morning after Platinum and Spider-Man 2. Good. Always good to be improving, E-Player. I'm not too bad, thank you. So we started this on Friday morning, 3.5 hours, and yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird world we're living in. Making deliveries and trying to connect everyone back to the main grid, essentially, is what it seems to be. Sharif, good morning. How are you? I've not played Tintin. No, I know Tintin from the books when I was a kid, but that's about it. Thanks for the likes, much appreciated over there. Let me just check the sound. But yeah, so from what we figured out with the first stream, we have to make deliveries, connect the different areas together to then basically fix the world in a way. We do have an infection called Dooms. Dooms means that we can sense these things that people turn into when they die, but we've only got a medium dose of Doom, so we don't see them. We can tell they're there essentially. People that have a worse Doom's infection, it seems they can actually see them, but we haven't seen that as of yet. So it's definitely an interesting one. There's quite a lot to figure out. Control-wise, is quite to do. But obviously, you're doing deliveries on foot at the minute. I'm assuming we might get vehicles later. And you have to take your time because it's so easy to damage what you're carrying. The rain can damage it as well. We haven't really had any fighting as of yet, so we don't quite know how that's going to work. But yeah, currently it's definitely an interesting one for sure. Right, let's load in and have a look. We are a little bit early to the normal start time, but I was able to start early, so I thought, why not? We know I prefer manual save to anything else. Why have I got more than one manual save? How many manual saves are you going to let me have? Okay, so we finished off the story last time by building our first thing, which was a post box where we can put in some of the lost items we find along the way. There we go. So we managed to build this post box over here, deliver some of our lost items. That was our ladder that helped us get across. I do like the way the map works, to be fair. There's lost cargo there. There's a memory chip there. That's something we do want to go and get. Place a marker on that. There's also a watchtower that wouldn't be a bad thing. In terms of where we're heading next, I think it's over there somewhere. What we need to do is in here, pick up our new mission, our new delivery. Let's have a look what it is. Take orders. Orders for Sam. And we've got to deliver a rare metal delivery to the distribution center all the way down there. That's where we've got to go. 6 items to deliver. We have got some items on us. We picked up some resin that we're now carrying. Hopefully we can do that. Let's listen to the briefing for this mission.
You'll be delivering supplies for a chiral printer. The distro center you're going to has one. First expedition set it up. On its own, it's no different from your run-of-the-mill 3D printer. Connected, though, it can utilize chiral network data to reproduce all kinds of things. And you can imagine how handy that might be.
That would be handy, to be fair.
Now, I know I don't need to tell you, but steer clear of any BTs you find out there. Avoid out's the last thing we need.
That to me...
It's Hartman.
Okay, hang on.
Void outs occur when the living of our world come into contact with beached things. The reaction is similar to what a physicist would call an annihilation, when a subatomic particle collides with its antiparticle. Alas, there ends our understanding. Why do the dead transform into BTs? Why are void outs only triggered by human contact? And why are people like you able to return seemingly unscathed? No one knows. Yet it cannot be a coincidence that these phenomena were observed only after we discovered the beach and bridged this world and the next. Anyway, to reiterate, the only reliable means by which you can prevent a void out is to stay far, far away from BTs.
So that's something we learned in the last stream, is actually Sam can come back when killed. Right, let's confirm this delivery. Okay, there's a few things I'll have a look at here. So order summaries there. That's not my concern. My actual concern is 6 items. You do not deliver quite an amount. The order we consider failure. So we've got to deliver all 6 containers of rare metals. My concern is the red parts that are showing up underneath the way station. It's 1,163 meters away, but there's 3 red things. I'm guessing one's the river. I'm guessing one's BTs, but I don't know what the other one is. Okay. So accept the order. Did I don't think hang on. Did I accept the order? No, I didn't. Accept order. Okay, I can. So we can craft things. We've got 1 climbing anchor and 2 ladders as it stands. I think we should craft another ladder. 2 ladders, in fact. That gives us 4 in total. Do we need another kit? I probably don't need another kit. We've got 1 climbing anchor. I'm hoping that's enough. I think it should be. So we fabricated a couple of ladders to help us. Right, we're going to carry the rare metals on the back, I assume. Load all. And then these, we have got these racks. So, tool rack there. Don't want to attach the suit, I don't think. There we go. So our weight con is 62.3 kilograms out of a maximum of 120. I think we're set. As I say, I want to grab that ship that's nearby. So this is only our 2nd proper delivery, I think. Or is it our 3rd? Could be a 3rd.
Order assigned.
The one on the top doesn't look very stable, does it? I would say. The one on the top is moving. So the one thing I remember about this from last week when we started this is I need to be very careful because I turn a bit too quickly, and in doing so we tend to fall over. Right, the memory chip, I don't know what it is, but I want to pick it up if we can because I don't know what it is and I want to find out. We can stop at the watchtower that's there on the way if needed. We're about to pass through the force field, so once it's gone, we're out in the open and BTs could obviously be around. We should replan our journey. We haven't got any weapons, unfortunately. Right, what is this and what does it do? The core members of the Bridges team are searching for records of the past.
If you stumble across any memory chips on the road, be sure to submit them via the nearest terminal. There's no telling what kind of rare and valuable data they might contain. You're sure to make someone very, very happy with your contribution.
Right, so we need to deliver those where we're going as well. Okay. So this is where we're heading. If we zoom in, let's try and think of the best route here. There's an online ladder someone's placed there. Now, if we go this way and follow it along, I'm guessing we can use a anchor to get down there, ladder across potentially. That might be the way forward. Or we can cross over back to this side of the river and go along here. My only concern with this way, that's probably, to be fair, that's maybe a safer route. There's a climbing anchor there. Obviously, we don't know where the BTs are. So I think what we do, we head to there, And then from there, I think we're going to head there. And then we'll use a climbing anchor there, is my thinking. We're going to head over there first. We've already discovered we should be picking up other lost stuff as well that people have lost and hand it in when we can. That isn't a bad thing to do. Won't be running at all at the minute, especially when we've got a full load. And scanning often to determine terrain is actually a good thing as well. So there's something over there we can pick up. Something someone's lost. No, that's one of the plants. Actually, we can't pick the plants up as of yet. We need something to do that. There ones we can't. We also discovered in the last stream about boots. So our boots do get worn out. We have a spare pair, as you can see on us currently, but they will get worn out, and that's something we've got to be aware of. But the other thing we're carrying is resin. We don't know what we can use that for in terms of upgrading. All we know is we're assuming it can be used for upgrading. So this tower can be upgraded with metal. Why is my health showing up? Right, let's actually survey. How can we use this? We can use this. We'll like it first. I always forget to like it. Use the watchtower. The reason we can now scan and see if we are actually going to be heading the right way here. So my marker is over there somewhere. Let's get up so we can see. So there's resin. There's a lot more resin to pick up here. Quite a bit of resin, to be fair. That's where we're going. I think going on this way and then going down with the anchor is probably a bad decision. I think actually we should change our route and cross the river potentially here. Is my thinking, and then grab this resin on the way past. We do have to be a little bit careful what we're picking up. Is that there? I don't know what that is. There's boots there. So up that hill there's boots and things. But yeah, I think I can't go any higher. So resin. I definitely think we should pick the resin up. Yeah, I'm thinking we cross the river. I think that's our best bet. So if I place a marker there and then leave, let's have a look at this. Oh, what is this? Why is it on orange? I don't know what this orange bit means. Or is that just what we've seen via the watchtower potentially? But there's a couple of things up here I think we should go and look at. Especially if there's new boots up here as well. That might be worth having. More resins. And I don't know what the Mule post box is either. Thank you for the line, much appreciated, otherwise. So I'm thinking we get to here, we cross the river. Maybe have some food while we're there. The online destroyed resin. Oh wow, there's destroyed resin there. And then if we walk back on ourselves and quickly just check out what this is over here. I think that's probably a good way to go. It makes the most sense. I don't know why our health is showing, which is a bit of a concern. We haven't got hurt, so I am a little bit concerned my health is showing. It may just be normal, to be fair. What is that? I don't know what that is.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged.
Right.
Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
You know, my idea of going and picking stuff up may be a bad decision then. We're not alone. So we've been pinged. Someone's placed beacons. Oh look, you can see someone over there. There's someone over the river. Several people. So the people that have got resin over the river, they're people. And we've just been pinged with our loot. So I'm not actually going to go across and grab that resin. Although I might have a choice. I think they're coming to us. We've never had to deal with people before. It's either over there. Yeah, we've never had to deal with people before. I am moving quickly. We haven't died as of yet, but I think we might be getting pretty close in a minute, because I don't know if they're coming after us or not. What's going on here? I wasn't expecting the cutscene then. Are they going backwards, are they? We avoided them. So the resin we saw, so thanks for the light much appreciated that was. The resin we saw was the people there who had it.
Mules gave you trouble, huh?
So they're
Good thing it was
mules.
raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Right, so they were mules. So that thing on the map we saw over here, the mule post box, it seems to be theirs. I don't know what that means. I don't know what we have to do with that, but that seems to be theirs then. So back to our original plan. Let's get to this corner here. Take that marker off. We'll get to this corner here, cross the river here, I think, and then head that way. We have got a ladder to help us cross the river if need be. But yeah, mules. The mules must be bad guys that try to steal our cargo, would be my assumption. But I think we're pretty safe where we are. They don't like rain for some reason. Not sure why. We know rain does damage cargo. Normally the protective part of the cargo first, and then it can damage the rest. But yeah, we walked fairly quickly. So mules, at least we know they're a type of bad guy. I'm assuming at some point we get a weapon and we can actually fight them. Because they were carrying quite a bit of resin. But at this stage we would have been no good against them, I don't think. But yeah, while we're in the rain, our cargo is being damaged. You can see the little sparks coming off it. The rain tends to age things from what we know so far. So our cargo is being aged, although it's just the outer packaging currently. I think once we pass that beacon we can see on that right hand side and out of this area, then we won't be pinged anymore. Which I think is kind of the aim, to get away from that. Right, how far are we from where we're going to try and cross? We're still a little bit away. But yeah, this orange circle then is where mules hang out. They've got these beacons, as you can see on the far right, that ping our cargo and they know where we are. So once we're away from that, the better really. I wasn't planning to go up, but actually if we go up here, I'm hoping we go back down again. We can't pick up the plant that's on our right hand side yet. We haven't got the ability to do so. But yeah, once we're out of this area, we should be a bit safer. I don't want to just run away from mules. I want to, you know, fight back if we can at some point. We are still very early on though. I suppose a gun's a bit too early to have something like that, isn't it? I don't know where we would carry it, to be fair. We haven't found any lost cargo nearby either, to be fair. Other than seeing the mules and carrying resin, we did normally in Friday's stream we found lots of lost cargo on the way to this first area. We're not finding it at the minute, so I'm just checking it's not too slippery to get down. I don't know what that line over there is, but this is where we were planning to cross the river. Although I didn't realise the other side is actually quite high. You can see we might be able to put a ladder across, I think. It does look quite high over there. Okay. I don't think we're crossing here though. Let's have a look. Right, we're just inside their area. I think we've got to try and cross over here, don't we? I think that's our best bet. Let's try and cross that way. Does mean we've got to be a bit careful of the rocks here. Maybe two ladders, one to that rock that's in the water and one across if we can. We'll see how this works. So far we haven't had to balance ourselves, so currently we're not carrying a massive amount. Okay, this was my concern here. I don't know if a ladder's going to reach here. It might do, to be fair. Alright, let's have a look. Ladder. I don't know. Yeah, ladder's nowhere near going to reach here, is it? Although it reached there. I think we go to the big rock. Yeah, I think we put it on the big rock and then another one on that rock across. Hopefully it reaches. Right, it's one ladder down. Does reach a fair way, doesn't it, that actually? Yeah, that went a lot further than I expected there. Another ladder. I don't know if that's a waste of 2 ladders, to be fair. Can I pick this one back up? I can't pick that one up, can I? I was going to try and do, because it's kind of a bit of a waste. But if we have to make this route again, that will actually help us massively, I think. Hardest thing here is going to get up the sill, I think. Although it doesn't seem that bad, incline-wise. Right, the one thing we've not done, and something we'd better look at, is if we go onto this menu, we can urinate. Now, I don't know how much we can hold before we can urinate. I'm guessing we should urinate at some point. I just don't know what the max. I don't know if he'll tell us when he's full and needs to. I'm not sure. But something to keep an eye on at least. Right, I don't know what that line is to our left, the blue-red line. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Right, from here though, we're out of the Mule area now. There's... What is that? The London's fan. Order progress, none. I don't know what that is. That's something we need to go and explore though, I would have said. It says there's orders. View facilities for orders. Okay, so there's no available orders from there at the minute, but we can go there to collect orders then at some point. So we can ignore that for the minute then. So we're just going to head, basically follow the river, essentially. I don't think we need to place a marker, we're just following the river basically. I don't think there's a need for a marker to follow. But I'm not sure what this is, this line here. Hang on. Oh, so that's where we lose the network now. That's what that line is. So when we connect up this next area, that chiral network will increase. We'll keep on the right-hand side of it for the time being, so we've still got the chiral network on us. But that's essentially what that is then. I didn't realise that's what it was till we got close and saw what it said. Alright, we are getting there. Other than the mules, it's not been too bad. I kind of assumed we'd end up with seeing some bad guys at some point. I'm assuming people are trying to survive and essentially doing what we do, but they're trying to survive for themselves. We're now on a mission to help our sister and fix the world, essentially. But I had a bad habit in the last game of going far too fast, so I'm trying to be a bit slower in my control input, especially turning. Because that was something we were slowing down quite a lot because I was kept tipping side to side last stream. You definitely need to be a bit more aware of that. Oh. What was that? I don't know what that noise was. I can hear people. We can't see anyone. What is that? I can definitely hear people. And I don't know what that is. If we go to the map, will that tell us what that is? Yeah, let's have a look. Shadow. We can dismantle the sign, online sign for BTs. Okay, so someone put a marker here to say, be aware there's BTs here. That's my assumption of that. Because it's an online sign to say there's BTs around. We can dismantle the sign. I'm happy to leave it. So yeah, we do need to be a little bit careful then with BTs around. I like the fact you can place signs for other people to find. BTs. Okay. So we can switch side as well. There's a BT on our right, according to that. Our resin box has been damaged as well because we've been in the rain too much. I'm going to stop breathing for a minute to try and help us here. Right, we can see where they are now. So this is where we need to be careful. Hold my breath for a minute. Yeah, with the resin we picked up in the last stream, we've now damaged it. We've been in the rain too much. Oh, there's two there as well. Okay. Go through the middle of these, potentially. They're not actually moving. This might be a bad idea, being out in the open. Well, they're close. There's no one there as well. They are actually moving now.
I think you were afraid.
Is he talking to us? I don't know. Right, hold my breath. Going for this gap in between the rocks over here if we can. I don't know how they see us or find us. Obviously, we hold our breath quite a bit. But I don't really know how they see us and find us themselves. There's one there. Yeah, our container of resin's now ruined. So that resin's going to be no good to us now. We've been out in the rain too long with it. Do need to stop and breathe. Right, there's one over there as well. Okay, keep going forward. Yeah, so that resin didn't last very long before it got destroyed in the rain, really, unfortunately. I need to breathe again. Right, there's one there. Is that it for the minute? I think it is. I think it might be okay. Probably could have moved a bit quicker around all this, but I was a little bit wary. So I was taking it careful just in case. I think we're through the BTs. To be fair, I think we're okay. Right, where are we going? Just going to keep on going straight. I wondered if we had to go up, but we don't. We just need to keep going straight here. What is that? Caution sign. Someone's placed a caution sign down, so we've got to be wary. So at least we didn't go that way. What's that? Use freely. Oh, the ladder. Okay. But yeah, annoying that our resin has gone. That's our resin there, isn't it? That I think we've damaged. Yeah, container damage 100%. Our resin itself is fine. So when we get to where we're going, we need to stick the resin in there, I think, if we can, because there's no point carrying it anymore if it's going to be no good by the time we get to use it. It's the rain that causes that issue. Our boots are 17% damaged as well. I don't want to walk normally yet, just in case the BTs are still around. I think we're fine. We're past the BTs though. Oh, what's going on with the baby?
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center.
Okay.
Hurry, though.
BB is suffering from autoexermia. All our rare metal containers are now damaged because of the rain as well. The baby is hurt. We need to get to this location quickly, really. There's metals to pick up here and resins to pick up here, but I think we just focus on getting into where we're going, I think. And maybe we can nip back out and grab the metals and stuff afterwards.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Okay, so we need to get here, deliver our delivery, go to the private room and try and help the baby, or the BB, recover from what's actually happening to it. There's a motorbike here as well. We may get our first vehicle shortly by the looks of things. Is that a motorbike? No, it's a quad bike. So there are some materials to pick up nearby, but in the minute we just got to get here. Someone's left the motorbike there, although it's got no battery going to that. Right, we're now in a safe zone. We are here. So we can make this delivery, get to the private room, and hope the BB's okay. It wasn't a too bad delivery. Obviously we had the mules we had to get away from, and then we had the BTs around us. I think we did okay. Maybe a bit slow, but essentially we got what we needed to do done. Right, it's hand in delivery, and then we need to go to our private room. Make delivery, delivery requested cargo. That one. There we go. Containers are damaged. Obviously the rain didn't help us, but at least that bit's done.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the Chiral Network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you?
The thing I'm not sure, we meet these people in these areas. Are they real? Are they alive? Okay, let's check our results. Damage percentage is 0. I know the actual outer casing was damaged, but at least the actual rare metals were. That's the important thing. We delivered 6 out of 6. Bonus for no damage. Delivery route, how far did we... I think it was over 1,000 meters, weren't it, essentially? 1,416.2 meters, nice. Another S-rated delivery. With that, to be fair, we've not got anything less than S so far. Connection speed, connection levels nearly 3-star as well. Now, will we upgrade our grading here? We're currently a handler. Delivery volume's gone up. Don't know if that means we can carry more weight or not, to be fair. I think that's miscellaneous, isn't it, that? Okay. We're now a grade 26 handler.
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
And this is our second area now connected, or second place. So are these people alive in these places, or are they just all computer? We have met a couple of people that are alive, but not many so far. So the eastern region, that's the third area now connected, new strand established.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
As more facilities join the UCA, Bridges HQ will be able to provide additional functionality to those facilities, such as the ability to fabricate equipment and weapons via the delivery terminal. The range of available weapons and equipment may increase, and new terminal functions and information may be added as things progress. We've got a new interview data acquired, Mules and Drone Syndrome, Bridge Babies, Timefall. New features been added to cufflinks, mail and data, and a new option has been added to delivery terminals, recycle. Wow, okay. That's opened up the map a little bit here, hasn't it? People have been putting a lot of warnings out by the looks of things. So the area is now connected to you. Right, we need to head to a private room to fix the BB as well.
And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
I'm assuming there were another order here at some point.
Good. The distro center's on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to
There
a
we go.
private room and connect it to the incubator.
Yeah, something's wrong with the BB, so we know we need to go to our private room. So we can now recycle. It's a new thing to recycle cargo to produce new materials. That's definitely a new one. Rest in private room. So we in the first room we noticed that Sam tends to talk to us when he's in his private room as well. There is a bit of interaction between the character you play and him talking to us. We had it also with the BTs a minute ago when he was saying everyone would think he was scared and stuff.
Little help. Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
I don't 100% know what the BB does because it hasn't really done anything for us so far.
Temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability
so he
to
can't,
sense BTs.
without the BB, he can't sense the BTs. Although we
were designed to simulate the conditions
have we
inside
seen
a
him with
still
it?
mother's womb.
I was gonna say, I think we have. We can sense them without it,
BBs need to
but I think we
be
can see them,
at all
the
times
shadow
to
of them with the
function
BB.
properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the Chiral Network.
There we go. So occasionally we do need to go to our room and rest and put the baby back in there, essentially.
Right now the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data.
Yeah, so every time we make a delivery, in theory, we should stop at our private room and do this.
Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached.
I think it's a bit late for Sam not getting
Each
attached,
one
isn't
has
it,
been
really?
physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the Chiral Network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon.
I thought you'd have your results now.
Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
Well, the BB seems happier. It seems to have recovered, which is a good thing. I think we're meant to get some rest here while we're here as well. But yeah, I think every time we make a delivery, in theory, we should stop at our private room, chuck in the BB to get it to recover. Why do we handcuff ourselves to the bed every night? That's something I'm not sure about. But at least we got some rest.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge
I think that's our sister singing.
falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave.
So supposedly she's
If
captured.
you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home.
I think there's more to that. You know, she's not chained up, but she can't leave.
Thank you.
She's not under guard.
mean
She's
that.
free to move. I think there's more to that.
It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope.
So we need to find a way of fighting back against the BTs, and it doesn't seem like anyone knows how to so far.
I'll be waiting, Sam.
There's definitely some things we still need to learn. There's something about her situation that doesn't quite sit right, and I don't know why.
Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Yeah, I think there's something else to that. As I say, we don't know why we handcuff ourselves to the bed either, strangely. Right. I think that's us rested. I assume that's it. We now need to go.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Why your research? So it wants us to take a shower. Seeing if there's any... There's no new figurines here, to be fair. Okay, let's go and take a shower then. As it wants us to, anyway. Why can you zoom in when he's having a shower? It seems a bit weird. I'm assuming... If showering is good for his research, I'm assuming they're collecting the water and testing it.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, and I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water.
There we go.
To study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are...
I can feel the shower water on the controller as well, which is weird. But yeah, I kind of assumed that was the reason for it.
Other singular qualities being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Chiral. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT.
What?
I'm curious to see how they react.
They want us to use our shower
Who
water on a
knows?
BT.
May even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
I'm assuming it's
If
ready.
you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
It's gone. So, at some point we're going to use our shower water on a BT.
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this.
Got
Now,
mail
maybe
as well
it'll
just
help you rest
received.
easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral Network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room
Okay, so we can see archives now.
by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
LVs, good morning, how are you? Okay, one thing we've not done is use the toilet at all yet, which I'm assuming at some point we need to. There's meant to be a terminal in here. There we go, activate terminal. We could do this via cufflinks as well. So this is our terminal so far. You can see where we are, that's the flashing line, what's connected. So, orders mail. Let's have a look at mail. So we've got two here. Benjamin had Hancock. Let's read his first. Do I have to read it, or does that actually, it's not going to read it for me, is it? It's not weird. I wouldn't say it's particularly fast either, though. There's so much we still need to learn and know. We had to escape some mules, which are bad guys, who I assume would try and take our cargo. So we managed to escape them, and obviously went for a BT field. And now we've got some shower water we need to use on the BTs. Or at least try it. So I'm interested. It's definitely interesting. Sorry, Sam, bad news. Thanks for delivering those rare metals, Sam. Everyone at the distro centre really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, though. The bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto charge will kick in after. Sorry if we got your hopes up. And I've got some more bad news for you, too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Batten, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're in a bit short of materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam. So there's another porter nearby called George Batten who's actually sent us a message. And supposedly he's not doing his job, essentially. Sam the man, our saviour. Things are looking up here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. We're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up. 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up sign supporters and whatnot. But after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself this was it. America's done. Everyone's feeling it too. And the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed on in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was just the oxytocin. But that's not all. That's not it. Not all of it, anyhow. You gave us a glimmer of hope we needed by bringing us into the Chiral Network. We're back in the game now. Been thinking of putting up signs again, even watchtowers too. Before long, we open up new delivery routes. Mark my words. Still scary out there though. All the oxen in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shoot ourselves every time we catch sight of one and end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. So we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? So go show us how it's done. He's a bit of a wimp then. What do we got? So data is something else. Interviews. So this tells us about Mules. Bridges' primary objective is to rebuild America, and in order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is to reconnect cities and other settlements by re-establishing a delivery network. Back before Death Stranding, the comms and delivery networks were what held society together. The whole thing was automated. AI-managed deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that taking people out of the equation would revolutionize the entire system. Things didn't quite go to plan. Instead, we started seeing cases of what would eventually be dubbed drone syndrome. It was too much for some folks to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing for the common man. And indeed, the oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalances we confirmed seemed to back up that assessment. Humanity needed to be part of the process, so laws were put in place, and we stepped back into the picture again. And then what happened? All the people put out of work by machines who got called up again convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them, and that brought a whole new disorder. Delivery dependence syndrome, they called it. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problems spiraled even further. It wasn't helped any by the fact that chiral clouds prevented planes and drones from flying, so we had to go back to relying completely on human couriers, whether people liked it or not. Eventually, delivering goods became all some lived for. They were obsessed, addicted, consumed by the desire to deliver. Over time, they turned into the mules we know and love today. So, previous people who worked for these bridges turned themselves into mules because they were so addicted to making deliveries. That one. So this is about bridge babies. I'm kind of new here at Bridges, so I don't know if any of this will be useful to you. Still, I'm happy to talk about BBs if that's what you want. They call me Dead Man on account of my familiarity with the dead. Get it? I've always been on good terms, you see. Used to regularly little chats back when I worked in the morgue. Anyway, there's also the reason I work on BB maintenance and research, to learn more about those who are no longer with us. But I digress. Fact is, BBs were already being issued to our forces in the field before I joined Bridges. What's more, research into little guys had already been conducted long, long ago, but no one took the plunge and put what they discovered to practical use. Still, what did that mean? What that did mean is that when Bridges wanted to build our own BBs, most of the work had already been done for us. We just needed to follow the instruction manual, so to speak. Which isn't to say that we have any idea how they work. Not how they can detect BTs, or how they can connect this world to the other side. We still have much to learn about our little friends. But one thing is certain. A continued study will lead us to a greater understanding of the stranding, of life and death itself. That much I can assure you. Well, that's about all I have to tell you today. Hopefully I have something new to share next time. Chew the fat, see you around, I guess. Okay, Timeful. Final one. I don't know if I answered you, Elvis. I'm not too bad, thank you, not too bad. Timeful was first recorded when the Death Stranding occurred, and despite all the years that have passed since then, we are no closer to understanding how or why it accelerates the passage of time for the objects and organisms it touches, and why it immediately turns to ordinary water having done so. Some researchers have gone as far as to posit this process as stealing time. As for why Timeful is observed only in certain places, all that we know for certain is that somehow affected by local chiral concentrations. This is merely a hunch, but something in me suspects that the Death Stranding may have warped our perception of passage of time. Not that's necessarily a bad thing, you understand. We humans can conceive of our own deaths and even the possibility of a place beyond death, yes? We have the capacity to conceptualize the future, an evolutionary advantage which aided their development as a species. What if Timefall had given us a new supercharged version of this essential ability, one that will take us to the next stage of our evolution? Perhaps we wouldn't need to hold ourselves up in the knot cities. Perhaps in time the Death Stranding will come to be seen as a phenomenon that saved our species. Exciting thoughts, I'm sure you'll agree. Everyone can't wait to set out on a journey. Who knows what awaits us? And the memory chip we got was this one, I think. Is it this one? I can't actually do anything with the memory chip. I think it says we need a key by the looks of that. And the only other thing we've got is now the manual is now here with tips. I don't think we need any, but I want to get rid of all the explanation points because they bug the hell out of me. Come on. Job done. Okay. What's next? That's the thing. We haven't been to the toilet yet, and I probably think we should. So we need to take in a new order distribution center.
The distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
So we got to take a new order then, basically. We are going to go to the toilet, mainly because we haven't as of yet. And I know we can pee when we're walking, but might as well try and be sanitary where we can. I'm assuming there's a reason for this. I don't really know. Oh, it's analysing though, to be fair. Right. What do we need to do? We haven't got any weapons in a weapon rack, I don't think. Check on BB. I think we just need to activate a terminal and take delivery, I think, and go for the next one. Orders, let's have a look. That's active orders, isn't it? I think we're just ready to go. The only thing, can I do a manual save while we're here? Yes. Yeah, we just need to take a new delivery. So I'm guessing we just go and pick all the stuff up and go. I just put check on it. I probably don't need to check on it, to be fair. What I want to go is just leave. My thinking is it's the door. Yeah, leave private room. There we go. So we've got all the stuff together. Let's go and see where we're heading next. But we did see some metals and things outside. Might be worth trying to grab them while we're here. And even if we just bring them back here, essentially. We know our resin on us is ruined. Oh, we've seen a bit more BB.
You do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
We are seeing glimpses of the BB's past. We don't quite know really what it's all about. Okay.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you.
Of course you forgot to tell us
It's
something.
about managing your BB stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress.
Okay.
Such as?
Such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pot, gently rock it, that sort of thing. Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
Okay, so that explains it
who's
then.
the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
This,
You're the expert.
I was going to say, this person just called himself father, though.
BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Okay. So we can soothe BB, L1 and down. And then square to soothe.
That's right.
BB looks happy. And we can rock it with a controller. Okay, BB's happy. So that's something to keep an eye on. Right, something I want to have a quick look at. So on the map, obviously here we've got a new delivery to do. What's that? It's an online sign, Bon Voyage. Okay. Them signs are going to be frustrating and annoying, I think. Right, what we did see was materials. I thought we saw materials anyway. Likers get liked. Online sign. Time for rest. Yeah, I think I'm going to get annoyed by all them, aren't I? This isn't showing us materials, to be fair. I was hoping it would. There's an online post box there that's climbing up into the mountain, though. And there's a post box there as well. I don't know what's that next to it. Yeah, these online signs are going to be really annoying. We can dismantle them. Does that just take it out of my game? Let's try and dismantle one. Will not restore any chiral bandwidth and remove it from your world only. So we can actually remove signs from our world. Mainly because they're all so clustered and annoying.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
Okay, let's have a look. I was going to go and get the metals and stuff, but we can't see it from where we are, I don't think.
Diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is...
Printer's offline, so we can't make any more ladders.
I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the Chiral Network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of
We need to go back in the Mule territory then, by the sounds of it. So that's our next job, is it? To go and steal this back, essentially. Okay. So we have got... we can share our memory chip data. This is what we didn't do before. We need to do this before we can actually access the data. Yes. This was the memory chip we picked up. Trophy achieved, the first for knowledge.
So you're a treasure hunter in your spare time, huh? It's funny. I didn't think you had it.
That it? The following data can be viewed on your video cufflinks. Okay.
Thank you for your contribution.
So we can now view what that is if we go to data, memory chips. Okay, it's a robot. Frame arms are a series of original plastic robot figurines created by Koto Bukiya, one of Japan's premier manufacturer of plastic models. Each robot shares the same basic frame architecture with different external parts being attached to create an individual mechanoid. The Boyako White Tiger figure is a rare masterpiece based on one of the Yoji Shinkawa's designs. The fully realised world and captivating external parts being attached. Captivating story behind the Frame Arm series won it many dedicated fans. Okay. That was not what I was expecting. I thought we'd like hear someone's story or something, but no. Right, let's see what we've got to do. Obviously, we need to go and steal this back. So we've got a collection of crystals and recovery. We've actually got two different missions here. Chiral crystals. We can't pick them up yet, though, can we? Chiral crystals are the one thing we can't pick up. So I've got a feeling the recovery should be first, is what I'm thinking. And it means going into the mountain to try and recover this. Okay, let's listen to the briefing.
Heads up, Sam. Distro Center staff's got a favor to ask. Probably best I start from the beginning.
This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the Chiral Network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter on.
We may have heard this actually at the start bit.
They'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Okay. So I'm not going to take the other order. I don't think there's much point. I think we should try and do this first. Yeah, I don't. The problem with this is listen to the briefing. I don't think we've got the ability to pick them up.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees.
They grow on the ground
If you
instead.
see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them, especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can, provided they have the necessary.
As I said, we don't have the necessary equipment.
I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Oh, okay, we can get it though.
It's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed.
I think we'll pick up both orders then.
We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles, ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float.
Thanks for the like, well, much appreciated.
A cylindrical case is required to collect and store it. Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
Okay. So I think it's going to give us the ability to pick these crystals up by accepting the order. The order requires a minimum of 1 CG. A desired is 100. Obviously, we're go for the desired or more. So let's accept that as well. We'll accept both orders.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
So we can carry one of those to recon an area. That's quite a good idea. Tool rack should be fine. Oh, so we've got 3 of these, have we? Okay, so we currently have... I don't want to keep carrying the resin on me. Obviously, the container for the resin is damaged. The problem is I can't just hand it in, I don't think. We go to confirm. Our boots we're currently wearing as well, 18%, so it should be okay at the minute. We've got 2 ladders. And 1, 2, 3 PCs and 1 climbing anchor. My concern is I don't think we can make any more stuff. Cancel. I don't want to head out. Can I? Let's see if we can make anything. We can move things. Their printer's offline, isn't it? I think that's the problem. But then it didn't give us the thing to pick up crystals. Oh, there we go.
That thing you're holding is a crystal.
Now we can pick up crystals.
As the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
So we've seen a lot of these crystals. We just haven't been able to pick them up until now. We haven't actually got anything major on us.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints.
Okay.
Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these 3 things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
We've seen quite a few around, to be fair. My only issue is we've got a load of resin. The container for the resin is damaged. But I want to know what we can do with it. I know we can upgrade certain things via using the resin. We get told that, but I've just got to keep carrying on me. Because we can't actually do anything with it by the looks of things. Yeah, we can't fabricate because we need the printer. Obviously, the resin is used in the chiral printer, but I can't deliver it. And on the map, we can see things that says we need certain things to upgrade them. Metal being one of them. But that resin's going to be no good by the time we actually get somewhere to use it. That's my only concern. I'm a bit annoyed with all these signs. We can take them all off, but it just takes a little while to get them all to go off, to be fair. Right, there's already some ladders here. We're heading into this camp. These signs are going to annoy me, I'm sure. We're heading into the camp over there. There are some ladders to help us climb up, so that will make that easier. And obviously, these are the crystals we need to collect. I did see, though, more than just those. Them signs are annoying me. We did see... What the hell's that? Shelter from Timefall here. I think if you go outside, we can see more stuff, I think, essentially.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
So far, we haven't had to change our boots, although we can see them being degraded over time. But yeah, all these online signs are annoying, to say the least. As I say, we can take them off, but it does take a little bit of time to actually get rid of them all. Now, I'm pretty sure we saw metal and stuff here. If we go to... I need a post box there. It tells you 200 metals is to upgrade the post box. We've seen that a few times on different things. So the watchtower needs 400 metals. But we've got resin, and we don't know what we're meant to do with it. That needs 200 metals as well. Yeah, currently I don't know what the resin's for. We can't hand it in, but it is being ruined while we're carrying it. That's the annoying thing. And I'm pretty sure I saw metals out here. So there's resin over there. There's 100 metal over there as well. There's 100 metals over there. I do want to go and get the metal, but we'll have to leave it for the time being. So, we've got to head up into the mountains here. There's a pathway, actually, we can follow. Get to these ladders, and then get across. And we're trying to get to this post box there, essentially. So let's see what happens. I'm ignoring all I think the signs are a bit much, to be honest. There's so many of them around. If anything, they just get annoying. We can see the footsteps of previous people as well. There's a lot of people here with footsteps. I'm not going to like everything we come across. I just think that's a bit silly. But yeah, you can see how many different things you can like on the way. Some of it, like this sign here, it's just a bit much. A baby blessing trophy achieved. BB is font. BB looks happy. Okay.
Steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed.
Yeah, we don't have any weapons.
Sideways, be ready to fight.
I would be ready to fight. I don't know how to fight. Attack is square. Attack square and will repeatedly knock them unconscious. Okay, I'm not looking forward to this. Because by the sounds of it, we may have to fight. We can set up a watchtower as well. That's something we may do. The signs that I'm saying I'm getting annoyed by, BB liked them, weirdly. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Equipping strands. Okay, we can equip a strand to silently render enemies unconscious. That's interesting. So there, we can equip a strand to make someone unconscious. And we have got a watchtower. Part of me thinks we should set a watchtower as high as possible, essentially. So somewhere around here, maybe, and then we can oversee where this post box is. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have a look. So there's a couple of ladders people have placed here. Might as well use this one here, I think. I don't know if we should be liking everything we use. Potentially, maybe.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the Mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
That was kind of what I thought we need to do, to be fair. Is this the right location to do it, though? I was going to try and get a little bit higher, maybe. Because the watchtower's over there somewhere. I just don't know if we're... maybe we should do it here. I think it'll be right here, won't it? Yeah, I think we'll be fine here. So let's do this. Why's my health come up? I'm near their scanning ability, aren't I? That's why. There is 50 metals over there. So watchtower. That's. I think we can do any of these. Hold that. Press to equip. Yeah. And then hold down to select watchtower. Okay, so we have to actually change what we're building once we've picked equipped one of these. Tells you it needs chiral crystals and metals. And that's what you need to actually upgrade it, is metals and chiral crystals. So now we can build a tower. That's our first tower built. And then we should be able to scope out what we're doing here. Obviously it tells us how long we need to wait for it to be built. Now I'm assuming if this needed resin to upgrade, we'll be able to hand in the resin. The problem is, like I say, if it rains again, that resin's getting damaged. But until we can figure out how to use it. Okay, let's use the watchtower. Let's see if we can scope out where we're going. That's where we're going over there. There's mule boots here. That's high as we can see. That's where we've got to get to. I'm guessing the boots are people. Because last time we saw this, they were people. Yeah, look, there's a person there. Some of the crystals we need to pick up are there as well. There's metals in the cave by the looks of things. Maybe worth heading to that cave. But there are enemies around, which was kind of what we expected, to be fair. I mean, they can scan us so they know we're here.
Hey, you!
Didn't want to do that, especially when enemies are around. So these red markers are the enemy. Just wondering what's in the cave. There's a few things in the cave. What is that? I don't know what that is. Doesn't tell me, does it? Just saying our mission. I think that's one of the data chips. Let's head into the cave first then. I think head into the cave, grab what's there. I know that's a decent ladder across there. Right, we've been scanned, they know where we are now. So let's head into the cave.
Are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
I think we're okay about noise in a minute. I think there's a data ship in here, so I think it's worth quickly going into here at least. We can pick some metals up while we're here though. Oh, there's a ladder we can pick up. Now, I'm pretty sure on the map we saw a data chip. Tall grass. We can hide in tall grass. That's handy. Yeah, there's something there to our left. It's actually above us. It's up there. So yeah, we can move slowly to avoid sound. But yeah, above us. Hang on. It's up there. We go up here and left. I think that's a data chip. While we're here and we can see it, we might as well grab it. There we go, memory chip. Not data chip, memory chip. Right, memory chip picked up, perfect. It's always worth grabbing them, I think, while we're nearby to them. We are making quite a bit of noise currently. Yeah, I think the best way is we will like the equipment we use and leave it at that. I think otherwise we're going to be liking everything we come across. Right. So we're here. We've kind of gone round on. I think there's an enemy here. There's one there and one there as well. We've kind of gone round in a circle here. Obviously, we're going to need to cross the water though as well. Yeah, we've kind of gone round rather than going full force into the enemy, which is not a bad thing. Trying to work out. There is an enemy there though. I'm not sure how we're going to get behind. There's tall grass nearby, to be fair. Cass, good morning. How are you? I need to drop into this water and get across. There's that tall grass there I was aiming to look for, I think. This is our first kind of opportunity to fight. We've not had that until now. What I might do is... Okay, we're going to infiltrate. What I'm thinking as well is we go Strand, because we can get behind him and take him down if we're quiet here. That's the post box we need to get into. Need to be quiet here though. Hang on, why did it not let me use the Strand? Oh, ready Strand and bind. There we go. That's the mule down. We can pick up the boots. Okay, nothing else to pick up here yet. Let's get the post box bit done though. Unlock the post box. I'll catch up with what you're saying in a second. I just don't obviously want to get caught doing this. I think we've paused time. I think we're okay. Used to give this game a lot of hate, but after finishing beating the game, I'm really loving it. It's great. It's definitely a change of pace. Yeah, I've noticed that. It's a lot slower than what we've done recently. Not a bad thing though. And as I say, I'm enjoying it so far, which is the important thing. Right, Mule post box. What are we? Are we taking everything here? Chiral printer interface is what we need. Oh wow, there's metals and everything here. A used climbing anchor. How much do I take? Obviously, we need that. Yeah. Metals. Lost cargo for big construction. I've got a feeling I shouldn't take everything. No, we're going to be overweight now. Okay, we need to be a bit careful here because I might have too much weight. So the M actually tells you how damaged something is. So an S is best, I'm assuming, and an M is below that in terms of how good something is. Has it been damaged? That kind of stuff. What do we want to take? We'll keep the PCs. I think they're important. Problem is, we've got those metals there. We'll upgrade something. 200 metals will upgrade a post box. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Is there anything we can drop? We could drop the resin. Offload. There's so much stuff here. We've already picked up the mule boots. Are they any good? I don't know if they're better than what we're wearing. That's the only thing. Don't give me tips, Cass. I just don't. We're doing it completely blind as always. That's the thing. So I don't want tips. I've noticed the star levels already. You need to get everything to five stars. Some of them we've got to like 2.5, 3 stars already. But yeah, I want it as, you know me, Cass. I do everything blind. I think we take the metals. There's a lost cargo though as well. I'm taking the metals, I think. We're going to massively overweight. I probably shouldn't carry everything on the back, to be fair. They're on the back. They're there. To be fair, let's change the ladder. Move to tool rack. PC, tool rack. Tool rack. Climbing anchor. Tool rack. Just trying to arrange our load to... So that's a lost cargo. Do we take the lost cargo? I know we do get things for handling lost cargo. Is it better to take the metals rather than lost cargo? That's my thinking. We've already got 1 pair of mule boots. These ones are damaged. I don't think there's much point taking them. Special device. 44, 40 likes for those. What do we get for the lost cargo there? 40 likes. I think we probably leave it at that, to be fair. Oh, I can probably hang those on our suit. There we go. Attach to. There we go. I've just moved something, haven't I? I think. Why are these carried on our back still? I thought I moved these to our tool rack. I think I'm running out of space on the tool rack. I think that's why they're being moved constantly. Right, I think we're done. I think we've taken everything we possibly can. So we've already got Bridges boots on the boot clip. I don't know what's better, Bridges boots or Mule boots. That's my only thing. I don't really know what the resin we're dropping. I think we're done. I would love to take more. I would love to take more, but currently we can't, essentially. This may be a case of we need to come back at some point. Right, if we head back in through the cave, I think we'll be okay. There's a lot of stuff on his back though. Boots, the Mule boots aren't as good as Bridges boots. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to tell us though. It should, in theory, there should be a way of seeing if they're better or not. And currently we don't know. I was hoping at some point it would explain it. But so far it hasn't. Right, hang on. This weight is going to be an issue, I think. Right. Let's make sure we haven't got a strand in our hand anymore. Yeah, this weight is going to be more of an issue now. Getting here was absolutely fine with no weight. Now there is weight. It's a little bit more of an issue. And going down that hill is going to be tricky. Also, always do auto range. Yeah, that takes the fun out of it. I'd rather try and balance it myself to try and, you know, see if we can manage it ourselves properly, to be fair. If we used the auto all the time, you're not really doing it yourself. But yeah, I want the game to tell us what boots are better, and so far it hasn't. So we'll take the Mule boots just in case and just see. But I think getting down the hill is going to be harder than getting up. Up was easy because we didn't have anything on us. And the 200 metals, obviously, we can now use to upgrade something. But we'll go and do this for the Chiral Printer first, and then we'll go and do the crystals afterwards. This is going to be the hard bit, I think. So I'm ignoring the crystals at the minute, the ones that are further away. We'll go back to those in a bit, but I think let's focus on trying to get this Chiral Printer part back. Because I think this might get tough. But yeah, I don't want to auto-arrange things. It's going to take the fun out of it. If you auto-arrange everything you're carrying, you're not really manually doing it yourself. So you're making it too easy, essentially, for yourself. I think manually trying to arrange things is probably a better way of doing it. May not always work, and may not be the best, but at least then you're doing it yourself. Right, we're just going to get back to where the station is, distribution centre. And hopefully we get there in one piece. I'm curious so the metals we've got, I've got a feeling we can actually upgrade a post box if we wanted to. I don't know, we don't really know what we do with the metals and stuff. That hasn't been explained. So the watchtower requires 400 metals to upgrade it. We just pop here for us. I'm more curious to what it does. I'm not going to hand them in though, but I'm just curious. That does that, doesn't it? Structure menu. So this is the structure menu. Orders, data, manual. So again, how do we hand things in to upgrade these things? It doesn't tell us how to upgrade them, does it? I can see. Which is, maybe we just haven't got to that bit. Maybe we're not meant to upgrade anything yet and we're waiting to upgrade it. I'm not sure. It hasn't been explained as of yet. Okay, am I going to be able to get onto this ladder? To use the other one. There's actually a rope here, isn't there, to use? Oh, we can recover rope. No! Grab rope, I nearly fell down. I'll like the rope while we're here. Are we down? Yeah. I nearly fell down there. I think the ropes definitely needs working down. This is the bit I'm not looking forward to, because it is on a slope.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. All we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments.
Ah.
Jackal's always on the lookout for the next
So it's an
one.
addiction then,
Make sure
essentially.
you're not him.
So the mules are addicted to making deliveries, hence stealing things. But yeah, I think we've actually managed the cargo pretty well. I think we arranged it in a decent way, to be fair. I'm pretty happy with how we arranged it.
Okay, just a bit further now.
And as I say, I think auto arranging just takes the difficulty out of it, and I think we did a good job. Okay, once we get here, we can hand in the chiral printer. Then we've got to go and get the crystals as well. That's the other delivery we have on us currently. Yeah, we didn't fall over as much as I thought we might there. I think we did okay.
Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear.
Right, we just need to get inside,
Remain locked until
hand in the printer part,
verified.
and that's job done. And then we'll have a look. Part of me wants to go back to the mule area because of all the other stuff that's there. But obviously, there are crystals nearby. It would involve more fighting a little bit. But it's just the amount of stuff that's there. Like the missing stuff. And maybe taking the metals was a bad decision. But I kind of felt like maybe, you know, we could use them for an upgrade or something. Not that I found what we can use them to upgrade yet.
Decontaminating suit.
Right.
Welcome.
I think we're good to go. Them boots are getting worn and worn. They're nearly probably a quarter worn now. There's also 3 other bays in here we can't access. There's 3 other bays on top of them we use. So I'm assuming at some point we'll open more and they'll do different things, is my assumption. But let's hand in this chiral printer part, so at least then we can print things. Make delivery, deliver requested cargo, the chiral printer interface. We can also return the lost cargo in a second as well. So that's that done. Nighthawk, good morning, how are you?
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble.
Thank you for the like, much appreciated, whatever it was.
Worth it.
Okay, well at least the printer's up and running, so in theory,
The unit doesn't have a scratch on it.
we'll be able to print supplies that we need.
Never doubted you'd come through for us.
No damage, which is a massive bonus. We didn't actually travel that far, to be fair. And maybe it was further than you think. That is actually quite a distance, 1,442.6 meters. That's an awesome delivery.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I
Good,
imagine,
glad to hear it.
conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra.
So we have an extra pair on us already.
But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
There we go. New interview data acquired. Necrosis in the ancient Egyptian view of life and death. 2 years ago, distribution center west of capital, not city. Chiral Network. So all them likes are now added. We've got connection level is
Good work, Sam.
3-star.
It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
So increasing your connection level with the facility will allow for more materials to be stored there, make more materials available to use. Additionally, new functionality may be provided with bridges. You may even receive a gift or two. Trophy achieved the custom kit. Connection level will increase. Distribution Center west of Cabinet City will provide the following hologram data. Bridges guard Mako. To use this data, gain access to a level 2 or higher structure. Select customized structure. Okay. Chiral crystals can now be used at all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used at the distribution center west of Cabinet City has increased. Some of this facility's bandwidth has been shared with Sam. More structures can now be built within the Chiral Network area. Wow, okay, there's lots of stuff going on. The amount of materials Sam can use at the distribution center west of Capital City has been increased by quite a bit. So Chiral crystals is now 468 available. Yeah, that's gone up quite a bit. Trophy achieved, well connected. Have we leveled up, is the question. Oh, we had in the lost cargo as well, actually. That was something we picked up from the Mules letterbox as well. So we'll get a load of likes for that, I think. There we go. We should, I'm guessing our grade has gone up after them deliveries. Miscellaneous has gone up. We went up by 1. Grade 27 handler now.
See you around.
So we know we need to go and get the crystals. That's the next mission.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp.
There's so much to the story that we don't quite understand yet.
Which we have come to rely on. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man's with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good to know. Okay, we know we've got another mission still to do. What I want to have a quick look at is what now we've gained from the terminal. So, we can share the memory chip data, that's something we haven't done. Have we got more lost cargo on us? Let's do the memory chip data first. As we pick that up in the cave.
I'd just about given up on this. I owe you one.
Yeah, we have to read it ourselves to actually know what it's about. The Seven Samurai. The new data we picked up. Right, back into the terminal. Have we still got more lost cargo? Ah, so metals. We can store the metals. We haven't got any other lost cargo, but we can store metals. Do I want to store them? So I thought we picked up 100 metals. Fabricate equipment, let's have a look at that. So, we can make boots if we wanted to. They're level 1, they're the same as our current boots anyway. And obviously we can make the other things. That's new, yeah. I don't think we need to make anything just yet. We need to go and get the crystals. That's the big thing now. I don't know whether to deliver the metals or not, to be fair. So if we have a look at ourselves, we currently have 350 metals on us. I'm just not sure what to do with them. It doesn't tell us what we need to do. We can store the 50, strangely. I'm not sure why we can store them. Recycled materials allows them to be used as materials. Oh, okay. So we can repair. We can use, so the materials actually reading it on the right hand side. So they can be used, they can be cycled at facilities, which then used for fabricating equipment. So if we run out of metals for the printer, we can add them ourselves and then we can use them to print. But they can also be used to repair and upgrade post boxes, bridges, and other structures. We haven't come across a bridge yet, to be fair. But that's something we've got to keep an eye out for them. And my only concern is the containers get damaged really easily, especially when it's raining. So we kind of need to use them soon. What I might do is place a post box and upgrade it and see what that does. We haven't seen that yet. Currently, we've got 2 ladders. Oh, 3 ladders, in fact. And a climbing anchor. I think that's plenty. So our next mission is to go and get some crystals. We need 100 CG. I don't know what 1 gives us. So that's something we need to have a look at. Data, we've got some interviews to look at now that we haven't seen yet. I have been reading these. It gives us some information about the story. I think they're good to have a look at and try and understand what's really going on. Thank you for the like, it was much appreciated. So the Egyptians believed that we humans were composed of 2 elements, the heart and the ka, the body and the soul. Various texts expound upon their nature in detail, but perhaps it is simplest to conceive of them as follows. The soul is that which joins with a child in the womb and gives life to the body. It is also that which departs the body upon death. Ergo, the body is simply a vessel. Should the soul return to it, it will live again. This is precisely what is observed in near-death experiences, a soul separated, albeit briefly, from its body. The Egyptians believed death not to be an instantaneous change of state, but a process by which the soul moves from one realm to another. But this process itself has changed, thanks to Death Stranding. In the normal order of things, when death occurs, the soul vacates the body and passes into the scene. From there, it transitions to the beach, and only then onto the world of the dead. But after the stranding, a soul that has already made its journey to the beach may attempt to return to its body in this world. It's hard to believe at first, but the process of necrosis provided proof of this phenomenon that was difficult to deny. This is why it's imperative that we burn the bodies of the dead. The body must be destroyed to sever the link with the soul. Only then will the soul be free to journey to the world beyond. So we've actually seen that happen, haven't we, where what they're saying, a soul has come back and the body's gone into necrosis and exploded. The Chiral Network. So the core infrastructure is complete. The basic Cupid-ready Chiral Network setup is good to go. Now all we have to do is connect Central Knot City to Capital and prove that it actually works. Sadly, I won't be here to see it. I've been assigned to the expedition team's second group, so I'll be heading west with the others. The people in charge here are the best of the best. I have the network operational inside of 3 years just as planned, I'm sure of it. And while they're seeing to that, we're visiting towns and whatnot across the country, putting the facilities in place for when things are finally up and running. Amelie and the others in the lead group will be forging the connections and laying the groundwork to make sure everything goes to plan. Afterwards, we'll just need to link it all up with an operational Cupids, and that should be that. It's kind of like the Apollo missions back in the day. They used a 3-stage rocket to get to the moon, right? But we're using a 3-stage process to do something almost as revolutionary. So this was the first expedition. We know our sister Amelie was part of it. They went west. And this is Mama talking about this. And 2 years ago, so this is about this distribution center, I'm pretty sure. It's been about a year now since we came here with the rear guard. The first folks through did us the favour of setting up the chiral relay, patching things up before we arrived. So we're doing all right. Not so sure about everyone else though. Folks back home sound kind of freaked out. We don't know what's going on in Central Capital, let alone how Amelie and the others who kept heading west are doing. Something doesn't feel right. What's more, a lot of the guys developed some kind of agoraphobia. Like the thought alone of going outside scares the shit out of them. See, the distro centres and way stations around these parts here aren't like the ones back east. They're much more isolated, out in the middle of nowhere. Can't help but feel cut off from the world, and there's not a lot of staff on hand either, which means you often have to do the work of 2 guys, which can make it much lonelier too. And then you factor in the terrorism rumours. Also, is it just me, or does it feel like there's more mules out there these days? Don't get me wrong, I know they're not out to get us. All they want is our cargo, right? Well, that doesn't change the fact they're not making our work any easier, especially since a lot of these guys used to be the first-rate porters and could run rings around us if they hadn't, you know. Still, for now, the network system's up and running, and we're just holding out for the day when the second expedition comes through with the working Cupid. Till then, we'll keep things chugging along. That much we can do for bridges and country, am I right? And the memory chip we unlocked is over here, the 7 Samurai. Okay, so we've seen the statue of the Byac, and now this is this. Classic work from Akira Kurosawa, who became, alongside Godzilla's Ishiro Honda, one of Japan's most globally acclaimed directors. The movie developed a huge cult following worldwide. The story is retold in the Hollywood classic Magnificent Seven. The image of the villagers hiring the Seven Samurai in order to protect themselves strikes a chord in many preppers, living as they do without the support of an organized nation, and making this the classic old copies of which are sought after. Okay, fair enough. So they're just little collectibles, I think, by the looks of things. What we'll do, we'll give it a quick save while we're here. Okay, we're going to leave and we're going to go and find some crystals. We need minimum of 1 CG crystal, ideally 100.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Haven't
Got work to do, Sam.
we have still got work to do? We're all
Not
good.
keep people waiting.
It's fine. Once we get outside, we can check that out. So you can see our boots are just over a quarter worn. We've got the mule boots on us as well as our other boots. Like I say, I don't know what's better. That's the only thing. We can't use the bike to the side yet. Because we need to increase the battery, and to do that, this is why we need the crystals. So, crystal-wise, I can't actually see any around us. I don't think we'll see them until I scan, though, will we? I don't really want to go where the BTs are, if we can avoid it. So, there's resin to our left there that can be picked up. There's 100 metals that we picked up. What I could do is make a post box here and upgrade it. We haven't done... There isn't a post box here, so I wonder if we should. So if we go to the PC, we haven't, like I said, we haven't made a post box as of yet. So let's build that. Not here anyway.
Okay.
And at least there's one near the distribution centres we can hand in stuff. I'm just curious to others if we can upgrade it, as we haven't done one yet. This may be a waste of space, but I just want to know what happens. Okay, post box complete. Structure menu, because I can upgrade it. That's the thing. Although it doesn't give me an option to do so there. Activate terminal. So we can make delivery. I don't want to share. Deliver lost cargo. So I can I can do the metals. That needs delivering. That's not upgrading the facility, though, is it? But the 50 metals is lost cargo, so we put that in. We'll gain a little bit for this. $19 likes. Okay. And then, I don't know if we'll upgrade a level or anything, but you never know. No, nothing changed. Perfect. Right, that didn't help us upgrade it, though. So we can donate, claim cargo. Upgrade structure, that's what I was after. We can also dismantle structure and repair it. Okay. Let's upgrade the structure. Just because we've got the metals on us, I want to know what happens. It needs 200 metals to upgrade, so we'll do that. Add materials. There we go. I don't need the other metals now. So what happens when it's upgraded? What do we gain? Limited, you might as well get all the NPCs to 5-star level plus, because that will help you build up. You know when I said don't give me hints and tips? Yeah.
Materials you can use to fabricate equipment.
I kind of want to learn as we go, if possible.
Structures. That said, there are limits to what each facility can spare. Ah, hey Sam. In case you didn't know, you can use holograms and music to customize upgraded structures. Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, so that now needs 600 metal to upgrade again. What do we can customize it supposedly now. That doesn't bother me as much. Yeah, we can customize structure. Storage capacity is now boosted. Durability is boosted. And a customization slot. Selecting music. Let's just see what customization does. I don't plan on doing this on anything. To me, that's pointless. Yeah, so you can make rare holograms. We can do the Mako.
Safe travels.
Let's just put that one on. There we go. Customize our first structure. We can also break down the structure though, can't we? I don't know what I'll get back if we take it down. So we can dismantle, but I don't know what we get for that. So long and complicated. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about store. I think you're right. I don't think anyone can do it. Let's see if we can dismantle. There's no free up Chiral bandwidth, but remove the structure for other players as well. Yes. To be fair, we can hand in lost cargo where we are, so that doesn't matter. I just wanted to see what would happen. There we go. So now we know how to we can upgrade a few things now. We know a little bit more about upgrading. We still have metals on us, but I just want to see what happened. So we have 100 metals on us. I'm assuming I think we're better off just handing them in at times. There's a load of lost cargo ahead of us here, and we need crystals. There's a crystal there.
Sam, Chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the
I wouldn't say
naked
difficult
eye.
to spot. They're
I
there.
advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area,
Thank you for the line, I appreciate how that was.
Consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Okay, we can pick one of these up. I don't know how many of these equals 100. Watchtower and scanning wide area. Okay, so we can actually put a watchtower down, and that would help us find crystals, essentially, easier. Let's pick this up, though. 46 CG. We need at least one, but it wants 100. And that one gave us 46. So let's go and get another one. As I say, I would like to get 100 if we can. Obviously, we know there's BTs around over there, so I don't plan on going there. Where it's telling us to go as well, we don't really need to go there, because we've got enough crystals here.
Looks like a way through.
So ignore where it wants us to go. We don't need to.
There we go.
That's only 21, so that actually varies how much the crystals actually give you. Interestingly. How much is that? 18. So we've got 85. We need 15 more. There's a load of lost cargo over there as well. Lots of lost cargo. And there's a lot of stuff there. I kind of want to go across and get it all, but I think we'd end up doing a lot of that, I think. Just randomly picking up a load of stuff. It's raining though, it's kind of the worst time to pick things up, I think. 129, so we've got enough now. We only needed 100 was what they really wanted. So 129 is good. As I say, there's lots of stuff over there. They picked up metals, resin. There's a couple of orders as well over there. I just don't know whether it's worth the time heading across to get it all. Look how much there is. Lost cargo, lost cargo. All this does actually increase connection level when you hand it back in. And increase our likes. I don't quite know what the likes do for us, to be fair. It's something we can do at any time, I suppose. So I don't think we have to go across now. Let's head back to the distribution center. We have the crystals now done. The minimum was 1 CG on them. What they actually wanted, minimum was 1, and what they actually wanted was 100. We've gone over that, so we'll see what happens when we hand these in. We may even get the bike now, or the quads, whatever you want to call the thing. Because the whole point of the crystals was to recharge its battery. So it'd be interesting if we can.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
What I'm surprised about so far is we haven't got weapons. And yes, we've come across mules, we've taken one down.
Chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual.
Okay.
The process is pretty simple though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying.
Okay, it's a bit different to normally we're saying, but we still have to do the same thing. So if we run through these signs, we actually get a light for running through them, rather than keep pressing the button. I still think a lot of the signs people have placed are just frustrating and annoying. Because they're kind of just everywhere. Right, play materials, I'm not worried about that. Why can't I hand in my delivery? Is it recycle? Yeah, I think it's recycle. If this is wrong, we're going to redo this. But I think that's the right thing we need to do. Cargo shelf? I'll put them all in. No, only 100. Okay. We can only store 100. Which is what it wanted anyway. I'm guessing this is the right thing to do. Yes, it is. There we go. I didn't see the recycle bit. We have still got some on us then. We went above the 100 needed.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels. Which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son.
Well, you wanted 100, we'll give you 100.
A lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
Okay, that's the Chiral crystals done. Delivery complete. We did more than the minimum. Distance travel not subject. Okay. I didn't think we went that far, but actually we must have done. According to that. I didn't think that was actually that far. 1,973 meters. Another awesome delivery. That's the Chiral Crafter trophy achieved. We've still not got anything other than awesome for delivery so far. We've now provided design data for the following: container repair spray. So we can actually repair containers that are affected by the rain, essentially. We got new interview data as well, and we can now make a bridge. You know all that lost cargo we saw, and that bridge is going to make that a lot easier. We can new option has been added to delivery terminals. Claim materials.
Excess Chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
So if you run out of materials at any of the distribution centers, you can add more materials to them by finding them out and about, and that will give you a chance to actually make stuff. Trophy achieved, the People's Porter. We're now over 1,000 likes so far in the game, not on the stream today. And we're over 3.5 stars roughly. We may get some upgrades here as well. Delivery volume has gone up. Don't quite know what that all means other than our overall rating going up. I don't know if it gives us more. Can we carry more? We're now a skilled handler. We've been awarded the title of skilled handler as we went to level 28. You've achieved delivery volume grade 10. You can now carry more cargo. Interesting. So we're now a grade 31 skilled handler.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
What is it?
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers.
That's actually quite
Good
handy.
for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful
Especially
stuff
when you're
if you
doing
need
a
cargo
deliveries
to
for
get through the
missions, I
ringer.
suppose, as well.
We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
So when we've got container damage because of rain, we can now repair it using the repair spray. We've also got a grenade. We're meant to use this on BTs at some point. Good talent, and a good teamwork player. So at the minute, I don't mind the structures people are building. It's the constant signs everywhere that annoy the hell out of me. So we've got a damaged ladder there. Container damage. There's no containers, but there's damaged. I'm assuming the rain's damaged those as we're carrying them, isn't it? And so the Mule boots container's damaged, and our bridges boots don't have a container. Interestingly, and our current boots are 27% damage. As I say, I'm not auto-arranging cargo. I think I'm happy with how it's all spaced out at the minute. What's next?
There is a correlation between elevated Corellian levels and increased crystal formation.
Yeah, the structures have helped. My issue is more the constant signs.
Needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
But it tells you when the BTs are around anyway, because you get a reaction. There's 3 new orders added in the terminal now. Before we do the new orders, let's have a look at what we've unlocked in terms of data. So we've got 2 new interviews to have a look at. Chiral symmetry. All this stuff, all this information in the interviews is all part of the story, trying to explain what's happened to the world and how they're trying to survive. So this is chiral symmetry. The word chiral comes from the Greek kia, meaning hand. Compare your left with your right. They seem similar in both size and shape, yes? Now face your palms away from you and place one hand over the other. The shapes do not overlap exactly. Place your palms together and voila, a match. It's as if one hand is a mirror image of the other, but again, if you were to actually compare the mirror image of your hand to itself, we would see that the two are not identical. This is the essence of chirality, the state in which the mirror image of a shape does not match the original. It has been theorized that BTs are mirror images of themselves. Were we to exist in the same point in time and space, as shapes, as it were, would not overlap neatly onto one another, save in reflection. And when our particles meet their opposites, a void out occurs. A new form of communication with device utilizes beaches, which are akin to mirrors reflecting this world and other, hence the term chiral network. So the BTs we're seeing are images, or mirror images of themselves, but they're not in the same time and space as us at that moment, by the looks of things. Zooming the red goes on the. Yeah, no, I saw that, but we know when BTs are around anyway because our thingamajig on our shoulder reacts. So the signs don't matter because we can tell ourselves. If you don't want to sort of read them, we always read everything anyway, Kath. You know this. So Chirillium. You would like to know more about Chirillium? Well, wouldn't we all? I'm happy to present the latest theories, but you must be aware this is all that they are, theories. Chirillium, like dark matter, was born along with our universe, has existed ever since, just not in the dimension we were able to perceive, till now. It is the beach that gives us access to that dimension, and with it knowledge of Chirillium's existence. Not just knowledge of it, of course. We have since observed it coalescing into crystalline form and recorded measurable physical and mental effects on individuals exposed to it. It has reshaped our understanding of reality and proven instrumental in the formulation of the multiverse theory of beaches. Chiral matter is not affected by the passage of time, as far as these particles are concerned. None has elapsed since the Big Bang. Little wonder they escaped their notes for so long, until man and BT first came together in void out and left nothing but Chirillium in their wake. Many of these claims are yet to be verified, but I believe that this is a fair summary of the scientific community's current consensus on the matter. No pun intended. I shall soon be heading west for the first expedition, and I look forward to learning more about Chirillium and its connections to the beach along the way. So Chirillium supposedly always existed, but in a different dimension to ourselves, and now because of the void out, we can now see it, essentially. Definitely interesting, definitely confusing, but right, let's have a look at what we want to do next. We need to go into here. I want to build a bridge. We now have the ability to build a bridge, depending on where the orders need to go. So there's three orders here. One is to build a bridge. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to build a bridge. Power supply delivery for the wind farm, and collection cargo discovered in the ruined factory. Oh, we need a maser gun recommended. So on the left-hand side, it has a number next to different missions orders. Same thing. That's 77, and it says we need a maser gun. We haven't got a gun yet, so it's pointless taking that mission, I think. From what I personally understand, this person story can be interpreted. Yes, that's what we've already read. The BTs are souls that haven't quite made it into the world of the dead. They've kind of tried to come back to their body, and that's what happens, and it causes the void outs as well. So yeah, I think it's pointless picking up that mission if we haven't got a maser gun, as it is recommended. I doubt they're going to give it to us. We need to deliver a power supply to a wind farm, and we need to build a bridge. We can now carry. We had 120 kg was our maximum weight carry previously. It's now 125, so it only went up by 5. So if we'll take both these two missions, construction of a bridge to get across the river, we'll do that as well as do the power supply mission at the same time. Wind farm's going to be something new. Let's listen to the briefing to the wind farm first.
Now, you've done a fine job expanding the Chiral network. But to make the most of it, we'll need to generate more power. We'll have to make a few hops before we can link up the closest city, too. Once this wind farm is part of the Chiral network, we'll be able to route the energy it generates through the beach. Unlike traditional transmission methods, nothing is lost. We can provide power to distant regions and utilize facilities there as electrical substations. You're to deliver a key component. Should be finished printing. Take it to the wind farm and get us in business.
A slight issue with the sun coming straight from my front room window, and I actually can't see things properly because the sun's lower in the winter. And it's causing a little bit of an issue of me being able to see things, which is a bit annoying. Right, okay, so we need to deliver that. We listen to the briefing. We'll confirm that. Less than 50% damage, absolutely fine. And it's given us 2 PCs and a climbing anchor as well. We're also going to take the construction of the bridge as well. We'll listen to the briefing and see what that says.
Hey, Sam, mind doing me a favor? There's a bridge that needs building. Over a river. Just
Oh yeah,
outside
we
that
did it when it
district
was
center.
spinning massively, and they were next to us essentially, and was
Seemed
walking
like a
through them
long-term solution.
as when we were holding our breath. We
Foundation's
crouched for
already
most of
been
it as
laid,
well.
and everything required to finish the job should be in storage. All you need to do is carry the remaining materials to the construction area and use them to complete the bridge.
Okay, so we're going to need
Turns out there isn't
materials.
enough there for our needs after all. You'll have to come up with the rest on your own.
Yeah, so this
I
might
know
not be
you've
as
got a
simple
lot
as
on
just
your
doing
plate
it.
right now, but remember, this bridge will make your life easier too.
Okay. So the bridge will make our life easier. Like I said, the other mission that's there, that's 77 one, we won't be doing that yet. We need to build a bridge and designate construction area. And it's given us 200 metals times 2. Right, I think that's it. I'm not taking the other mission because, like I say, is it worth having the mission on us for the sake of having it on us, or is it worth not? I don't know whether it's worth taking the mission and we'll do it later. Because we can look at it at any point. But I don't know if then that just makes the map full of things. And the time it takes to do it, I don't think matters. Distance travel will, though, won't it? The distance you need to travel does matter. I think we leave it for the minute. Let's just take these 2.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC.
Take the mission and do it later. Make sure not to do it later.
After which you'll have to supply additional materials.
Oh no, it'd be a long time later because we need. It says it's number 77 and it needs a gun.
Bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort.
So we need to add the materials ourselves. It needs 800 metals. They're not giving us all the materials now though. I don't know how many metals. Do you know what? I shouldn't have upgraded the post box, should I? Because that would have given us the metals needed. Yeah, I think I made a mistake in doing the post box. We probably had the metals. So power supply unit will carry on the back. Metals can go on the back. Oh, we're struggling for weight. Cargo shelf. The PCs on the cargo shelf. Still got a couple of ladders as well. I think we're good. It looks quite heavy, to be fair. Also, you found out they disappear. Oh, that's fine. And we kind of manually look at routes as well anyway. Right, we can't pick up too much now because we are quite heavy. There's a lot on our back at this point. We still can't use the quad bike by the looks of things because we haven't got the energy needed. So the plan is to go and build this bridge first. That will actually get rid of some of our weight. We'll put the metals we've got in it. If it's not enough, obviously we need to cross the river and find some more. There's lots of lost cargo across that river as well,
Okay,
so
Sam.
I'm sure we can do so.
Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge.
Yeah.
The foundation should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time.
So our first
There
bridge.
should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Well, so we might have to cross the river just to get the more materials, to be fair. Right, so it wants us to go just here, essentially. And then we're going to make the bridge there. And we know there's lots of lost materials over here. So I'm hoping a lot of those will be useful. All these online signs are really annoying. There is a post box there as well. Oh, okay. It's now telling us about structure upgrades. We did this ourselves. You can check the number and type of materials required in order to upgrade a given structure by moving the corresponding cursor over it. Okay. So yeah, that needs 600 metals to upgrade. I think it means it's got 200 already, to be fair. And we're heading there anyway, because I think that's where the other mission is. Let's go and at least start this bridge first. And get rid of some of this weight. But I think we're going to have to cross the river to get the rest of the metals, or potentially head back to the Mule camp and get them from there, potentially. We'll have to make the decision in a minute. You can see the foundations there of this bridge. Considering also far I've only used ladders. We are director's cut on PS5 cast, so we may see. We haven't seen any yet though.
There should be a terminal access it to submit additional materials.
Okay, no. Structure menu. That didn't work, did it? Why does it not let me do it? When you see, you need to hold down. Oh, okay. Ah, we need to hold it down. So submit the materials required to complete the structure. So what do we got? It needs how many? We've got 500 metals on us. It needs 800. But at least we can hand in those. I think that's all of it, isn't it? Yeah. Add materials. So, oh no, we put too many on there. Hang on. Let's take 100 off. How do I take one back? Carry. There we go. It needs 800. That's what we needed. Because we had metals already on us, we had enough there. But yeah, I've not seen a single structure of yours yet. I've been looking at the names to see if there's a name I know, but there hasn't been one as of yet. We now have a bridge. I do like the building side of it. I think the building side of it is quite cool. Even using ladders to cross rivers and stuff, I like that side of it. We won't get many here. We didn't travel that far, did we, to do this? We'll get a few likes from it, I think. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out for your name, Cass. Another awesome delivery. I'm waiting for the time we don't get an awesome delivery because we've yet to see it. Will we upgrade at all? Yeah. We're grade 32 skilled handler now. I just noticed it tells us career statistics. 5 hours, 48 minutes so far played. 378 kilograms of cargo delivered. 34 pieces of cargo. We've travelled 11.1 kilometres. I reckon that kilometres distance will be massive by the end.
Bravo, Sam. That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
Yeah, then bridge is definitely really useful. I just want to have a look at something here. So, to upgrade this, we need 96 chiral crystals and 1,600 metals. And it will add a customization slot and time for resistance. So over time, when it rains, these structures do degrade. We have got the fixing spray, obviously, but some things will degrade over time. I'm not quite sure about how that. Oh, really? I don't know. We haven't seen a hat yet, to be fair. Right, so we haven't got the materials to upgrade that anyway. We need to plan our route to where we're heading, don't we? So let's have a look. So our next order is the delivering the power supply unit we've currently got on us. So on the map, we've got to go there, essentially. There is lots of lost cargo here we can pick up. I know there was a load over here, but actually it's not where we're going. So there's a lot here we can go and pick up, including metals and stuff. And then there is a post box here we could actually drop everything off at. Someone's already put 200 metals inside it anyway. That, again, up there is going to be tricky, looking at a rock field as well. And we're heading to the wind farm. That's where we're going. So we'll try and pick up what we can on the way. The where you pick up lost cargo as well. So what we've learned about lost cargo is you can pick it up. If you take it to where it's intended to be delivered, you get more likes for doing so. The post boxes are just as good. Oh, hang on, we've got a new mail received. What's our new mail? Benjamin Hancock. Cargo condition. Now we finally learn what our cargo porter grade actually is. How's BB doing, Sam? I hope you've managed to avoid autotoxemia altogether. By the way, I've been wondering, how are your porter grades these days? Getting better and better, I imagine. Maybe you don't really care about that stuff. Well, in case you do, well, I might give you a quick primer to know it can be confusing. Bridges has developed a unique system to evaluate porter performance, and it focuses on 5 categories: cargo condition, delivery volume, speed, bridge length, and miscellaneous. So the speed, when we've gone a longer route to get other stuff along the way, is actually bad then, because it's the speed you make the delivery. That's interesting. Obviously, the aim of the game is to get high grades in all 5 categories. If you ask me, though, you should prioritise cargo condition. I mean, what's the point of lugging something halfway across the continent if it's smashed to bits in the process? Make sure some people aren't all that bothered. Some will even let you get away with up to 50% damage or so. But come on, imagine if you ordered a dozen thingamajigs and half of them were delivered broken. No, it's definitely better to put condition first. Treat your cargo with care and respect. You'll be rewarded way more likes, trust me. That was my motto back when I was a porter. It wasn't always easy, as you can imagine. Sometimes things get dicey, but I learned to hang in there and deliver my cargo in one piece. You do well to bear that in mind, Sam. After all, you've got the potential to be way better porter than ever I was. So, speed doesn't matter as much, then it's cargo condition is the thing we've got to work on and make sure we deliver everything in perfect condition. So far, as I say, we've only got awesome every time so far. DB enjoyed our whistling. I've just seen some chiral crystal here, so we'll grab these. And my kind of thinking is we pick crystals up every time we get an option to. I don't know if there's picking too many up. They only gave us 2, to be fair there. They may get to the point of we're picking too many up, but I just think if we pick everything up we can find, and see how we go with them. Lost cargo, this needs to be delivered to the capital of capital, not city. We'll obviously put it in the post box instead. Shift weight there. Moved a bit quickly, to be fair. We've got to be a bit slower with the input sometimes. Right, let's pick this up. No, wrong button. There we go. Stamina restored. Okay. Right, there's more around here. The metals will be coming handy, I'm sure, as well. I'm assuming at some point we'll head back to where we've already been to do different things as well. So I'm not too worried about not picking everything up that we've kind of bypassed. Because I would assume eventually we'll go back. Right, there's some metals here. They're the other side of that hill, and there's a delivery there. I think that every opportunity we should be trying to pick stuff up, I think. Right, we're here, aren't we? So the metals are all the way up there. Ignore the metals then. Lost cargo, I think, and we're heading this way. They're a little bit out of our way, really, to go up there to get the metals. Currently, I don't think we need to upgrade too much at the minute, structure-wise. So I'm not too worried about not picking things like that. If they're miles out of our way, I think it's a bit silly to go completely out of our way to pick something up. We'll grab this here. But yeah, sometimes I'm turning corners a bit quick, which is why we have to keep balancing out as well. But yeah, we haven't seen an option to actually wear a hat yet, Cass. Obviously, we've worn the glasses as well. I didn't pick them up after we rested, to be fair, last time out. But yeah, we haven't had the option yet, as it stands. Or any new clothing, to be fair. Okay, we know there's a post box on the way. There's also more lost materials there. So we're heading... Oh, there's actually lost materials right next to the... well, no, actually, it's near the post. It's on the way. So we want to be heading straight ahead of us here. Yeah, it's a turning I tend to do a little bit too quick, and that's what makes us tip. Currently, though, I don't think we've actually fallen over. As of yet. Which is why we've never damaged anything. It's only the rain that's managed to damage anything we've been carrying. Okay, we'll go for that lost cargo there. It is a case of scanning a lot just to see what's around us. Because things don't always show up on the map until we scan either. So I always wanted to go to basically hard work. I wouldn't say it's hard work though. You're just going to take things slow, but I wouldn't say it's hard work. When vehicles come into play as well, I think it'll be different. Okay, the Odorect terrain scanner. We've used terrain scanner quite a few times. I don't know why it's telling us about that now. We have used that quite a few times. What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. What is that? Pick up. Hang on.
There we go.
Sandalweed acquired. That's the first time we've seen that, to be fair. That is new. Sandalweed. I wonder what that's used for. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's hard work. I'd say there's other simulator games that are very much hard work. It's just that I just think with this, you just got to take it slow and steady and try and plan your route essentially. If we walk through these, we actually get a like for doing so. Right, let's pick up another crystal.
There we go.
Right, anything else on the way? There's metals to our left here as well. It says it's good for stealth. Oh, okay. We haven't had it explained what it is yet, really, to be fair. Okay. There's metals to our left here. So we'll grab those. There is a post box nearby as well. Once we get to the post box, we'll deliver all these lost items at least. That's weight back on us. Strong wind. Ah, strong wind. Will deplete stamina quicker. We've not had really strong wind yet. That's a new one. Alright, 79.7. We're okay. Yeah, strong wind is something new for us. We've not really had to cope with strong wind before. Okay, it's coming from our left-hand side, hence why we have to lean there. So yeah, you can arrange your cargo to have less wind resistance. What is that? It's a rest point. I've not seen a rest point before.
Oh, it was about to drop.
We've not seen a rest point, so we might as well check what it is. Massage shoulders, stand up. So every time we rest, the game is automatically saved. I still don't trust autosaves. We can sleep as well. Massage shoulders. I think we're good. I just hadn't seen a rest spot before. So it's worth having a look. I'm assuming that's something someone's built. Is my assumption. Okay. Might as well give it a quick... I can't like... There we go. A shout in the dark trophy achieved. I didn't mean to do that. I actually wanted to like it, but it won't give me the option to like it. I did then. Yes. There we go. That's what I was trying to do, just to say thank you for the rest point. So this wind is actually really badly affecting us now. But we have got a post box coming up. So let's quickly hand in... So this was built by someone else. Okay. Activate terminal. So we're going to hand in all our lost stuff. Deliver lost cargo. We've got quite a bit on there, to be fair. So yeah, if we'd returned the old media to where it's meant to go, we would get 80 likes, but instead we're only going to get 24. So sometimes actually taking stuff to where it should go will give you a lot extra bonuses, but it's a journey it takes. The medical instruments need to go to the way station west. I think it's easier just to hand them in here, to be fair. Rest is good if you want to go AFK. I don't really generally go AFK, but okay, interesting to know. So we're going to hand in all of these. George Batten is taking that as well, the medical instruments. Fragile cargo, interesting. So we're gaining a few here. It's not massive. Like I say, we could have got 100 likes if we'd gone to actually where these are meant to be delivered. So we're now a grade 33 skilled handler. I'm pretty sure we didn't hand everything. Did we hand everything in? We did, I think.
Looks like some cargo has been transported to its destination on your behalf. You can access the share locker to collect it.
Okay. So we haven't looked at this yet. Claim cargo. Oh wow, so you can actually claim lots of stuff. There's lost cargo there and these go to Way Station West. There's a climbing anchor, there's ladders you can claim. That's all there is in there at the minute. There's one lost cargo and ladders. 2 delivery companies, Bridges and Fragile Express. Oh, okay, we've not seen Fragile Express yet then, I don't think. So yeah, the lost cargo needs to be delivered to the Way Station West, which we're not going that way anyway. And it's fragile by the looks of it. It still needs to be delivered to George though. But if we need any more ladders, we can take a ladder. What have we got currently? 1, 2. Got 3 ladders as it stands. I think we're good. I just hadn't seen, we haven't looked at the actual claiming cargo. And there's nothing in our private locker as of yet. Right, while we're here, there's actually a lost cargo just here. So let's just go, we can get a quick easy like here. Because we can pick up the lost cargo. And then go and hand it straight in. Oh, a cargo limit's reached. How heavy was that thing? Okay, hang on a second. Our cargo limit's reached. That thing must have been massive. Okay. Let's quickly drop. I'm going to quickly offload the metals. No. Yeah, let's just drop the metals. We're under a weight limit. I'm just going to hand this in because we're right next to the post box. So it makes sense to hand it in while we're here. It's an easy delivery, essentially. So deliver lost cargo. There we go. We get 56 likes for delivering it. We're right next to it. It makes sense just to do it. So that was heavy. We'll go and pick our metals back up in a second as well. 56 likes for handing it in. Yeah, that was a really simple one to quickly just do while we were there. Right, quickly go and pick our metals back up. This wind is getting really bad. Definitely noticeable how it affects us as well. Right, let's go. There's a memory chip over here. We'll grab that as we go past. It's this wind that's causing us an issue. Right, stand still for a second. Definitely losing grip there. We'll grab the memory stick while we're here though. Why is there so many rest points? I don't see the point of so many rest points. Right, I'm going to quickly grab this as we're here. There we go. Memory chip acquired. So the memory chips and what I can understand are the collectibles essentially. Right, let's have a look where we're going. When is displayed delivery terminals, the icon at the bottom right of the delivery terminal menu means there's cargo in that facility's share locker. Oh, okay, so that's what that symbol means next to the post boxes. There are stuff to pick up. So that one's got stuff in the share locker we can use. We're essentially going all the way up here. This hill is going to be horrible. And I'm not sure the best way of getting up there other than just going up through the rocks, but we shall see. We'll stop in the post box and just see what's in the share locker. What am I picking up here? Oh, crystals. I didn't actually see the crystals there. So there's a few more crystals around. There's a big patch of crystals over there. So we'll have a quick look in the share locker. I don't think there's going to be much for us to take that we're going to need, but we'll have a look at the very least. At some point we need to decide what we're doing with all the metals. So that's 50 metals in there if we wanted. We've currently got 200 metals on us as it stands. Why none of these? Hang on. If we move these. Tool rack. I don't know how much we can carry on the tool rack, to be fair. No, we can only carry one ladder on the tool rack then, by the looks of it. Yeah, you can only carry one thing on the tool rack. I weren't sure how much we can carry on there, to be fair. Boot clip 1 of 2. Can we... Hang on, the Mule's boots. Can we move those? To boot clip. Right, so boot clip can carry 2. Tool rack can only carry 1. So we'll stick a ladder on the tool rack. And suit can only carry 1 thing, essentially. I think actually they can carry 2, because 1 on either side. It's just trying to work out the best way of doing it. Akila, good morning, how are you? I didn't even know there was a new Tintin game, to be fair. Largely the first one I played yesterday was glorious. And a few bugs there. Okay, I didn't even know there was a new Tintin game out, to be honest. I hadn't seen anything about it. Is it out on PlayStation, though? Let's have a look. I'm just having a quick look. I don't know if... I hadn't heard anything. Tintin, is it a Tintin reporter? Yes, it is. Cigars of the Pharaoh. Well, it looks interesting. Different, but interesting. Well, it depends on the next vote, basically, Killer. We'll do a vote when we finish this, and that vote will determine what we play next. So it's all down to what the vote. This one, the previous vote. We can add it to the vote, though. That's not an issue. And then if it wins the vote, it wins the vote. Hang on. There's more lost cargo here. What? I think some of this lost cargo is a bit silly because we can deliver it because we're right next to a post box, but then I suppose it makes sense. Where's it going? Lost cargo special machine distribution center. Confirm. Tintin's incredible, Cass. You should definitely read the comics. I read the books when I was a kid. You haven't read a single Tintin comic. You should read them. They're pretty good stories, to be fair, with Snowy the dog. 28 likes there. But yeah, it depends on the vote, the Killer. I'm more than happy to add it to the next vote when we finish this, but it depends on the vote and what wins. Right, you've reached the limit of the amount of cargo. What? That said we've limited the amount of cargo that can be entrusted to us. I think we're going the wrong way. We're going this way. I don't know what that meant when it said that, to be fair. Hadn't seen that message before. Cargo that can be entrusted. I don't know what they are over there either. Right, we're now outside of the Chiral Network as we work our way towards the windmill. This wind is really bad for shifting our weight and things. More crystals there though.
There we go.
Right, we've still just got to keep working away. There's lots of crystals there. I'm not too worried about the crystals at this point. We've got to get there, the wind farm, and this is really tricky because of how much the wind is hitting us as well. There are stuff to pick up on the way. I don't know if it's a good idea, but we shall see. So much wind. It's the first time we really had the effect of wind, and it's raining as well, which obviously means our cargo containers are being damaged. Try to slow down a little bit so we can stop, actually recover. We did think this rocky face we've got to try and climb through is going to be tricky. Is it rocks or is it trees? I'm going to slide here, aren't I? Yeah, this is going to be tricky to get down. I think this is the trickiest thing we've done so far. Grip for balance. So we can use the container repair tool at any point as well. Too far from cargo, I don't know what that means. Fernand, good morning, how are you? Thanks for the like, but always much appreciated. How are you this morning? Right, there is lost cargo here, we might as well pick it up while we're here. So we can drink from the canteen to restore stamina. Cargo now I think we've delivered too much cargo or something. Here's got different messages. Right, we'll pick up that lost cargo. We're almost at weight limit, we know that. Strong wind will make movement trickier. Deplete stamina, yeah. We may drop this lost cargo if we're not on the way, I think, if we need to, just because of its weight more than anything else. It really ramped up our weight limit. But yeah, we've got to make it through here. I don't know if the added weight will help us, to be fair, as we get down here. Where's the best way of going? I don't know the best route, and that's what's worrying me here. Comic books are rare here. Are they rare there? I didn't know that. There was a cartoon series. There was also a series of books. They weren't just comics. There were books as well. I didn't know there were comics were rare where you are, Killer. That's quite interesting. Right. What is about? See, that seems to be the best route along here. I'm just trying to see the safest route for us to essentially get down. Because this is quite a steep kind of slope here. See if we can get down here. Oh, that's a bit of a slide. Okay. This seemed to be the best route that I could see on the map. Just to keep following this down. We'll pick up the crystals over here. Okay, do we pick up the metals? What was that? There's different things happen all the time, like the game slows down suddenly. It's like, what's that? I wish everything goes into size level. I do find it not surprising, but I'm always interested when you learn things like, you know, you can't get this in this country and stuff. I think that's so interesting that, you know, things we take for granted aren't available for everyone. Okay, something's happening. What is that? I don't know what it is, but something's here. Behind, is it? It's in front of us, but we can't see it. Something is here. Right, we need to be a bit careful now. There's more things to pick up here as well. We haven't container damage metals 100. Can't see anything. But something is here. Our container for our metals is also damaged. Still got to work our way through this rock face, really. I think we need to go this way. I was trying to stay on this path, but now that we're being told there's something there. What's damaged? This one's damaged, isn't it? Container damage 73%. I don't know if it's worth fixing them, though. I know we've got the spray. I suppose once the container's fully damaged, is it that? But I wonder if that's the best time to use the spray. Can't use a spray this way, can I? No. Okay. Just change footwear. That's to heal ourselves with the canteen. So what I was checking was how do we fix the containers. It's that one there, isn't it? If I select it, I don't want to offload it, I want to fix it. Yeah, it doesn't allow. I don't know how we fix things, to be fair. I thought we had to use the spray, but I don't know where the spray is. Manage cargo. Doesn't give me the ability to fix them. Interesting. We'll have to figure that one out, I think. Oh, there we go. We can see it. There we go. There's a BT right there. That's what we've got to be careful of. Problem is, we need to get. There's lots of them now. I've just seen how many there are here. Whoa, there's loads. This may have not been the best route to take. I don't think I need to hold my breath just yet. Or do I? Maybe I do. Problem is, we haven't got much stamina, have we? Do you know what? I think we drink from the canteen. Go up this way. They're behind us. They don't seem to be in front of us, so maybe this is the better way to go. BT's calming down. The thing is calming down. I want to ignore the metals for a minute. We are still crouched. When you was a kid, we never knew there were foreign comic books like Tintin. Oh, really? For our cartoons? Yeah, maybe. It's surprising that they weren't available where you are, but then, as I say, it's always interesting to learn that, you know, these things aren't there for everyone. Right, we managed to stay away from the BT. I do need to fix my stamina. Ideally, I think, shortly. Are they to our left as well? Can't see them, actually. Let's keep going this way. We are getting to where we've got to get to. Obviously, the BTs have slowed us down. Changed their route a little bit. But yeah, if that stamina bar gets too much lower, we're going to have to drink a canteen. We haven't actually had a chance to fill our canteen back up. So I don't know how we do that either. We'll have to figure that one out. There's more BTs to our right. Yeah, we got very close to going too close to that one. Okay. We're kind of getting there. It's just slow going because of these BTs. I'm kind of going to ignore everything else, I think, at the minute. Focus just on getting there. Learning some watching American cartoons. That's... not shoes. That's... We've got 8 of these. Small amount of blood and more than one can be at a time required. So they're all for eating blood, though. They're for healing us, not for stamina. I think we fix our stamina at this point. No, that one. Drink bridges energy. There's a cargo container now ruined. Our stamina is now restored. So one of our metal containers is now ruined. Which is this one here. 92%. But how do I fix it? Or do I not have any of the sprays on me? I thought I had sprays on me, but I haven't got anything being carried. So maybe I didn't pick the sprays up. And I should have done. Luckily, it's only metal that's being ruined, so it's not the end of the world. Right, one's there. Is it just the one on our right for the minute? I think it is. Hang on, hold a breath. That's spinning wildly. That's not a good thing. One's right there. Spinning wildly isn't good. Yeah, that was close. Right, we're okay again. I wasn't expecting BTs to be along this route. I thought it'd be a lot easier to get where we're going. Cargo container room. We're going. I should have. I don't think I picked up the sprays when we left the distribution system place. Oh shite! Go this way. There's one right there. Well, I'll tell you something. This game does make you start to think about your routes. I made a noise. I made a noise as I jumped down there. Don't move. Because I made a noise jumping down. I need to hold breath to get away from this thing. I need to be far enough away that it won't know I'm here when I breathe. Yeah, it's when I jumped down from that ledge. That's what caused that to find us, was the noise we created from jumping down. That was bad. We survived it though. It's probably our rage quit. Why did you rage quit on this bit?
Sam, it looks like one of your containers has been compromised.
It has.
No need to panic. So long as you don't drop it, the contents shouldn't sustain any damage.
Oh, okay.
And if the cargo itself is okay, then your eval won't be affected. Just take a little extra care from here on out, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, so the containers themselves are damaged, but the cargo isn't. So if the containers are damaged, that's fine. It's the cargo we've got to be aware of. And we are nearly there. There's another chip to our left as well, but might be worth grabbing that if we can. I think the BTs are now behind us. So I think we are safe. I don't want to start walking normally though until our scanner goes back inside, and then we know that we're safe. We've nearly made it. That was tough to get through there though. It's the only sort of way to learn language, I guess, for all the cartoons.
Breathe easy, Sam.
We're there.
You're clear of BT.
We're clear now of BTs.
The Death Stranding's to blame for all of this. The gazers, the fall of America, everything. It warped the world beyond recognition. Humanity had to scramble like rats fleeing a sinking ship. But there's nowhere else to go. There's no future living like this. If we're to survive, we need to find another way. A way to overcome the BTs, the Death Stranding, the whole damn mess.
Okay, we are safe, no more BTs. That was fairly simple in the end. It just meant taking your time, being slow. I want to pick up this chip if we can, before we go inside, because we can hand it in at the same time. Oh, nearly fell over. And we've got damaged containers, so if we fall over now, the stuff that's in the damaged containers will break. I don't think we can get this yet, can we? Oh, we can, it's on the edge. I wasn't sure if we could get this, I didn't know if it's inside the gate or not. The reason that's happening is me taking corners too quickly, essentially. So that's our second memory chip we've picked up on this journey to here. My only concern is from here we've got to go back down, I assume. That's not going to be a fun journey, is it, with the BTs? How did, if they couldn't speak English, how did they teach English? The main thing is you made it here. That was the important thing. The wind farm is here, so that should be a successful delivery at least. That was not a simple thing to do though, by far. Let's make a delivery before we do everything else. That's the important part. I'm hoping it should be 100%. I don't think there's any damage to it. Let's have a look. You can see the container's damaged, but that doesn't matter as long as the contents are fine, which means we haven't fallen over.
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the Chiral Network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look?
We haven't yet had to go backwards on our journey. We've always been moving west. I'm assuming at some point we'll have to go backwards to places. Okay, how do we do? Completed delivery. No damage, even better. New delivery route as well. And delivery to a remote area. So I think that was quite a long distance, to be fair, from where we picked up the mission. That was a long distance. Awesome delivery still, so we've kept a streak of awesome deliveries, and we've got this place up to 2 stars so far. We should level up decently here as well, I think. Cargo conditions going up for here. I don't know what makes what go up. Obviously, I think certain things must be more important when you to doing different. Like our bridge link isn't very good at the minute. It's only level 2. Delivery time 0. It's things like that. I think we need to figure out how we get them better. We're now a grade 35 skilled handler.
All we need now is a connection to the Chiral Network.
Chiral connection. Another one done. I am enjoying this so far. I like the fact when BTs are around, you really have to stop and then work out, right, where do we go? What's the best route? And obviously we made a noise for jumping down from a ledge, which then meant the BT came looking for us and we could see the footprints on the floor. That was quite cool. And then that was a case of get out of there quickly while holding your breath. I think we could have stood still and held our breath. But I think if we're in their path, then we're in trouble. Even holding your breath, I think.
Network bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
Yeah, so we just gained another 400 bandwidth for doing that. We've only used 450. And that is our 4th connection. As I say, we're heading west, essentially. So the wind farm has now joined the UCA. We were several interviews to do. Wind farm has shared data as a result of joining the UCA. You can now use the PCC to build generators. Okay, we can now build a generator. I don't know what a generator does, but we can now build a generator. We could use a generator, potentially, to fix the quad bike. New features to cufflink supply requests, bridge links, and delivery terminals now take on orders, standard orders, make delivery, deliver requested supplies in Trust Cargo Garage. The garage feature can be used as Nazis and distribution centres. Interesting. But you'll get more bandwidth. Yeah, no, that's what it's just explained, to be fair. The only annoying thing is now we see all the signs that we didn't see before.
About time we did our part.
My concern is getting back to the distribution centers will be tricky.
I heard the rest of your team was wiped out. Makes what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition. I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet. It was her that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie...
So from what I can understand as well,
I've never met her in person.
These structures, these distribution centers, the wind farm, people are living inside it.
Feel free to tell her
But they don't come out.
Sam, got a moment? I ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity.
What?
While this is hardly definitive, as we have no other repatriates to whom we can turn for additional testing.
So our blood can make them go?
That the bodily fluids of repatriates are repellent to BTs. Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory.
Yeah, develop a weapon.
The prototype should be ready soon.
We might be able to shoot BTs pretty soon.
Like you to test it.
Absolutely.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity.
For what?
We've almost got the whole region on the Chiral Network. All that's left is Port Knot City.
Okay, one more place left. And then it's the region done. Oh wow, this is the first time we've got to actually get back. We've never had to go all the way back before.
One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders.
Yeah, so there's going to be several things to pick up here. I think that's a good point. If you're traveling anywhere, if you look at what's on the way, you can do deliveries on the way, can't you, essentially?
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
We have got a new mail as well. Before we do that, let's hand in the data chip. Make delivery. Shared memory chip data. We've got 2 of these to hand in.
So you're a treasure hunter in your spare time, huh?
We're not really a treasure hunter. They're there. We might as well pick them up.
I am a dog. You have my heartfelt gratitude.
So we've got the God of War original video game soundtrack we've unlocked, and Frame Arms Girls by Yakko. Part of the, they're more just collectibles essentially. So we've got a mail here to have a look at from Nick Easton. I wish he read it for me. I wish I could just press a button and read it for me. That would make more sense. Would make more sense. Would help. Okay. Still alive, new guy. Sam, how are you doing out there? For a newbie, you're quite the workhorse, huh? Timefall's probably taking its toll on your equipment. Am I right? Maybe some of your kit's not even usable anymore. Well, don't jump the gun and throw that stuff away just yet. One thing you can do is take your old equipment to the delivery terminal and recycle it. So our boots, essentially, if we change them, we can recycle the boots. You can then fabricate yourself a shiny new whatever to use instead. Don't know if you're aware, but the whole recycling system is operated by the Bridget Strand Foundation. That's right, the President herself set it up as a means to convert busted tools and gear back into usable resources. On the other hand, if your equipment's only halfway to broke but you still want to part ways, could use a share locker to donate it to another porter whose need is greater than yours. You may well end up getting a like or two for your generosity. Never mind the warm, fuzzy feeling of having helped your fellow man. Of course, the system works both ways, meaning you can snag stuff other porters have put in the share lockers too, if you're the one who could do with a helping hand. Anyway, both the recycling system and the share lockers have their uses. It's up to you to pick which method best suits you, your needs at any given moment. You've still got a lot to learn, I guess. You have it all figured out in no time. I've got high hopes for you, kid. So, recycling our gear when it's no good is quite an interesting one. Right, we've got some data to have a look at. 3 interviews. Humanity's biggest problem in logistics. This is from Die Hardman, and from 5 years ago as well. War and famine have been inescapable parts of human life since the rise of our species. And while the fall of America hasn't changed its fundamental truth, it's fair to say that these issues aren't pressing concerns. Can you remember the last time you heard of a prepper dying of starvation, much less someone in a not city? No one's fighting over water or oil or anything else. Which isn't to say that people don't occasionally run out of supplies. That's almost never because of a real shortage. It's usually a problem with logistics. In fact, it was to address such problems that the president created bridges and developed the Chiral Network. So yeah, no one's that desperate. Everybody's got enough for themselves, which is what's led to this real problem. It's all too easy for people to become isolated from one another, and eventually forget that others even exist. People are free to live for themselves for the moment without a care for the future. The president understood this better than anyone, and I know just how much it pained her. There's never a shortage of water or food. That's mad. Okay. Chiral contamination. Chiral contamination is a result of prolonged exposure to chiral radiation, which is emitted by beryllium, a substance discovered at the same time as the beach. Prolonged exposure can significantly impact physical and mental health. The effects are not dissimilar from those observed in individuals exposed to extremely high levels of stress, levels which can be fatal even. Such traumatic experience can alter hormonal secretions, impair immune response, contribute to heart failure, and induce strokes. The most common symptom of chiral contamination is poor sleep quality due to vivid nightmares. If left unchecked, however, it can quickly progress to a more advanced stage in which the aforementioned issues may be observed. The potential impact on an individual's mental health cannot be understated. The resulting hormonal imbalances frequently lead to a heightened destructive impulses towards the self and others. Those dominated by such urges are named homo demons, the mad ones. In the case of some porters, such as mules, impaired memory and judgment has led them to develop an irrational obsession with their profession, hence the homo gestalt moniker. While it should be feasible and preferable for most individuals to avoid chiral contamination at all costs, there are those with demonstrated resistance who need not be so cautious. I speak, of course, of doomed sufferers. So people with dooms like ourselves don't suffer from the contamination that other people do, and some of the people that have been consumed by this potential stress have turned into mules that are just addicted to delivering supplies, but in turn stealing them as well. So the discovery of beaches and the concept of death. With the discovery of the beach, the fundamental truth of death was upended. I doubt you'll find many would deny this. Alas, we can say little with confidence in any objective or scientific capacity, for our understanding of this new realm remains in its infancy and is ever evolving, much like our understanding of the universe as a whole. Perhaps the closest thing we have to a working explanation of the beach relates to the conception of a multiverse, but I digress. The beach is arguably both a concept and a reality. A discrete beach is influenced by the mind of the associated individual and therefore linked to them irrevocably. This is why we have so energetically pursued the psychological, psychoanalytical, and neuroscientific angles when attempting to create a unified theory of the Death Stranding, the beach, and related phenomena. I've lost myself. I went too far down. It resets you to the top. There was a fad a while back in which subjects underwent counselling in order to learn more about their beaches, and in doing so gain a greater understanding of the nature of death. Doomed sufferers in particular provided excellent opportunities for study. An interesting theoretical question arose during that period. If a person's beach was a product of their consciousness, might animals have beaches as well? A conundrum on the surface, perhaps, but one quickly resolved. Only human corpses undergoing the process to become BTs, which proves somewhat conclusively that only a human can possess a beach. And yet this begs another question. If all that is required is consciousness akin to that of a human, could an AI have a beach? An android? I, for one, do not believe so. Why? Because the function of a beach is to connect the worlds of the living and the dead. The entity was never born, has not truly lived, and will never know death. Surely it cannot have a beach. Interesting. So the 2 memory chips we just picked up, we've got this one here. These are just different figures by the looks of things. This is the Framar Girls was a spin-off of the Framar series. And God of War. Let's have a look at this one. God of War was a 2005 action game that made use of the imagery and themes of ancient Greece. Many titles were subsequently released in the series, with the most recent 2018's God of War. And obviously, when this came out, that wasn't the latest one. There's been one since. Featuring an all-new story and settings ranged from Greece to Scandinavia. Listening to the soundtrack is sure to provide a wind beneath the wings of your imagination, carrying you away to the world of gods for another epic adventure. So these are all collectibles. I think they're going to be, so they look like they're vehicles. These are going to be game soundtracks, I think, by the looks of things. I don't know what these are trophy-wise. These are comics, I think, essentially, or films, and these are figurines. But they're just all the collectibles, essentially. Okay. So that's all done. We've read everything we needed to read. Let's activate the terminal and have a look at what we need to take. We've got some lost cargo. Where's it meant to go to? Oh, wow. If we take it ourselves to Capital Knot City, which is where we're going, 280 likes if we return ourselves. And it's exactly where we're going now. Is that worth keeping on us then, I wonder? I think it is. It takes up a lot of space, but I wonder if that's the best thing to have with us. Mainly because if we deliver it to the right place, we get a lot more. So let's not entrust that. Let's leave that for the time being. That potentially will be the first one we've actually taken ourselves. So we can fabricate equipment. It was telling us to do so.
Hey, great work. That wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our continued expansion. By way of reward, I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option.
Yeah.
Generators recharge the batteries of all nearby devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
So essentially, we need to build a generator next to that quad bike that's at the western centre, basically. And that would give us the quad bike. I don't think it's worth making this now because we've got to carry it when we can make it in that location, if that makes sense. So somewhere down there where we came from. I think the container spray we do need to make. Just to protect the containers. Many future things. Yeah, it makes sense. It's quite important. Yeah, I think we make a container with spray. Doesn't actually take up many materials, to be fair. Let's make 4. Yeah. So this place will need crystals putting in at some point. Attach to suit. Right shoulder, left shoulder. I want to put it on the right hip. Oh, I should have put them all there, shouldn't I? No, it's one of each, isn't it? Attach to suit. I can actually put it on left shoulder as well. Third one can go on the right shoulder. I don't think I've got any more space. No, can't go on there. I thought we had a ladder already there. I'm going to use these in a second, to be fair, anyway, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Yeah, the lost cargo is quite a heavy load. We do need to fix the containers, essentially what I'm about to do. But it gives us 280 likes if we take it to where we're heading ourselves. So it makes sense to take it with us, rather than deliver it for someone else. Let's have a quick look at... What's claim materials? So we can actually take materials from here as well. We can take out the crystals. I can also put in some crystals. To be fair, we've got 227 crystals on us. We don't need to put them in. What's in the share locker? Oh, wow. Lots of stuff in here for us to take if we wanted to. Lost cargo there. Where's that? That's going for the main city as well. Maximum likes 300, 450, 720 likes there. Way Station West. That's quite small as well. 2.5 kilograms. We'll count the back. That's worth a lot of likes, and we're heading there next. Way Station West. I haven't actually seen what else we need to do yet, actually. So we probably should hold off a little bit. Okay. Take orders. So we don't know what standard orders are. Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated.
Cleared to take on open orders. While they're not as high priority as the ones specifically assigned to you, if you're already heading a certain way,
yeah, it makes sense to do them as you're heading somewhere.
Spare, it couldn't hurt to do a little more, right? Just because they're not mission critical doesn't mean they're not important to someone.
If we're heading in that direction, it makes sense to take something with us. My only concern is travelling back through that BT area. So, delivery... I don't know what the numbers mean.
That's a request for material transport. By helping a facility replenish its stores, you'll gain access to a greater share of the materials on site.
Okay.
Give, and you shall receive.
Makes sense. Okay. Where are we taking these? That's... Okay, it's there. That's capital, not city itself. Needs to take metals. And that's where we're heading anyway in a second. So we might as well take this one because we're going there. Yeah, we're heading that way anyway, so that makes sense. We are heading to the two other places as well, so that probably makes sense. Standards as optional, it's worth getting those 5 stars. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. If we're heading that way, it makes sense. I'm just looking at the total weight, though, is going to be an issue here. Okay, let's accept all 3. Oh, one provides a heavy cargo load. Let's just say yes and see what happens. Has that not put the weight on us for some reason? Did I take them? Oh yeah, hang on. Accept orders. Yes. Can I don't think I can take one of them, can I? Maybe I can. I don't need any equipment. Right, okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to take all 3 orders. Mainly because of our weight limit's going to go up. We could carry by hand, to be fair. Right, carry on back. Carry on back. Oh no, we're okay. We can take all 3. And then maybe we can't. Yeah, we can't take all 3. We're over weight limit. Although I'm going to get rid of that in a second. Mainly because I'm going to use the sprays. But yeah, yeah, that's an issue. It's the 2 metals here are the orders. Are they the orders? No, these are the orders. Yeah. There's a lot of weight on us now. I want that cargo because that's big lights to take that. Where's that going? I can't see where that's going. I was going to see where the medical supplies. We have got too much on us. We do need to get rid of stuff. Let's come out for a second. You have to keep holding on. Oh, really? Right, we are overloaded. We know this. That's fine. We're going to sort this out in a second. Because being overloaded is not going to be good. That's why he's struggling. Okay.
Order assigned.
Yeah. Taking too many orders, essentially.
Sam, I see you've decided to take on several orders at once. If you're not sure how you want to handle them, open your itinerary via your cufflinks.
Thanks for the like, I much appreciated.
Orders by distance from your current position. Should help you plan an efficient route.
Yeah, an efficient route's going to be an interesting one, mainly because we've got to get back through this rock area, which I really don't want to go to. Because of the BTs, but I don't think we've got a choice. There's a zip line there. I've not seen a zip line before. But yeah, essentially we need to... We want to be heading here first. Which is the way we've been. It's the BTs here I think are going to be an issue. There's a bridge there. Why is there a bridge there? I'm guessing the BTs will be here again, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, BTs. Unless we can skirt around this way this time. Instead of going through the middle, what if we can skirt around the edge and get that way? Okay, we haven't fallen as of yet, to be fair. Right, what I wanted to do is use these sprays. We haven't used them as of yet. That's our canteen. Tools, there we go. So that's one of our sprays. How do I use them though? Yeah, repair spray. Do I need to put something? Hold L2 and spray. Okay. Do I need to put something on? I think I've got to put something on the floor to fix it, don't I? Can't walk or some stuff. I think I meant to put something on the floor to fix it. Press L2. I was doing that. Cargo load. Oh, tools can't be used because we're too heavy. Okay, we've got an issue here. We've got too much stuff. One of these orders needs to go back. That's the one going to Capital Knox City. That's medical supplies. Let's get rid of the medical supplies. Why is it saying don't entrust? I don't want to... Entrust. Right, medical supplies can go. We'll ignore that one. I think that's right. See, I'm hoping I haven't just done the wrong one. There's a chance of 720 likes. That's what I'm trying to not take the wrong way. Okay, that was the one we wanted to deliver. It's just to get some of the weight off. We could have got more likes by delivering it ourselves, but it does get some of the weight off. Again, I still don't know if it's enough weight off yet. Now up to level grade 36. Our weight's off. That's what we needed. Okay, perfect. Right, our weight is a lot lower now. The amount of cargo entrusted to you. Phone calls destroyed. I don't understand why it keeps saying that. Different things are being destroyed. Right, let's try and use this spray now then. So do point backwards. And then we've got to use container repair spray. There we go. So all the containers that have been damaged, we're now fixing. We haven't done that before. Metals all fully restored. It's because a lot of the stuff we've had for quite a while. No, it's only because we've been travelling quite a while. And in the rain and stuff. That one's used. So we can drop that one now. Because that's now empty. Right. We need to plan a route.
Hello.
That's not what I wanted to press. So, our first port of call is to head back down the way we came and make it to here, essentially. There we've got delivery to place. And then from there we need to head to this one. But this one also... What's going on here? Examine materials are available, yeah. This one here... That's the incinerator. This one I think is the one with the motorbike. There was also a bridge there. So the motorbike, we can now make a generator, charge it up and use the bike. Yeah, we just sort of did that actually, to be fair. So I think that's what we want to do. And yeah, you can see the cargo we've fixed because now the container damage is 0. We're not going to be able to pick too much more stuff up on the way. I think we're going to run out of space pretty quickly. We're 100 kilograms from 125.
Hey, be careful on your way back.
There's to be wary of gold containers. Right, my thinking is to get back is to keep as far to the right as possible potentially. We're not going to be able to pick anything else up that's around us. We just haven't got the weight structure. But yeah, I want to head here essentially, and then skirt around here and hopefully avoid the BTs as much as possible if we go that way.
Weapons restrictions.
This may work, or we may sort of BTs to deal with and kind of avoid. Didn't we have a grenade as well at some point? I haven't seen a grenade as of yet. Have we got one anywhere? Sandalweed there. Emergency. Oh, sandalweed is used as an emergency replacement for boots. Okay, didn't know that. Yeah. I haven't seen the ability to use this grenade yet. and I don't know how we do it. It's meant to have our blood on it, our shower water, effectively. But I just haven't seen a way of using it. I'm assuming I definitely picked it up. Then maybe I didn't when we left. But I think it's in the same place where the bike is, so we should be able to pick it up from there. Right, I'm really hoping my plan here is going to work. It took us quite a while to get through the BTs in this field last time. Hence why I'm trying to avoid it if we can. No guarantee though this is going to work as a route. I think we're going to be shifting weight quite a bit because we're on a hill, but I don't mind that if it means we avoid the BTs that we know are in the middle of this rock area. Unless I get to a point where we can't go, then we might have an issue. Right, we think BTs are here, essentially, so we want to follow this rock face. If you want more grenades, you have to go to... Oh yeah, no, it's not that, we just haven't got any. The one we created when we had the shower, I don't think I picked up. I've seen it, we haven't done it as of yet, to be fair. Is that how we get stamina back then, is it as well? Because that's something we haven't done. Is that must be that greyed out area then, I wonder. No, don't fall. I don't know if we damaged something there. But yeah, we haven't peed as of yet. We've seen the option. Will that give us back our stamina then? Oh, we changed page, isn't it? There we go. Right, we're going to go to the toilet. We haven't done this yet. But let's see how much stamina we get back for doing this. I couldn't hold it in. Trophy achieved. Baby's crying a little bit. We had quite a lot in us there, didn't we, by the looks of things? We're empty now. Oh yeah, no, I've seen the energy drinks and stuff. We didn't really regain stamina though. Have I still got the urinate thing on, haven't I? Hang on. There we go. Take it off now. Yeah, I don't think we gained any real stamina back from doing that.
Goddamn cottonmouth.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. It creates those. Right. So far the plan's working because we haven't come to the BTs as of yet. That may change in a minute though. Impact bands. Okay, I'm damaging things a little bit there. Gotta be a bit more careful. Okay. I think we're okay. This is where it happens. There's no BTs there, and we're, you know, when this was a silly way to go. My plan is to go this route here. Potentially it's a zip line. But I just want to get out of this rocky area that we know are filled with BTs. That's why I'm kind of avoiding that and staying as far right or far left as possible. There's a potential we can go and use a zip line, but we shall see. Thank you for the like, Widows, much appreciated. I've just realised the time. We've only got about 20 minutes left. So that hopefully we can get back to the motorbike this morning. That's the hope anyway. I'll wait till our stamina is a little bit lower and then we'll drink a canteen to recover. In a minute though, we're okay. As I say, the main thing here is to avoid the BTs. I'm going to drop down here, aren't I? No, we're okay. That's why I wanted to stick this far right, just to avoid them. Just say he's having to sneak past them. But I forgot to pick up the grenade from our shower. to take with us. I think I didn't pick a few things up, to be fair, I should have done. Right, we're going to be losing the Chiral Network in a minute. We still haven't truly fallen over yet, either, to be fair. I did think I expected to fall over before now, and we haven't actually done so. But this is also our first time going back on ourselves and going somewhere we've already been before, but everything else we've done has been new. This is the first time we're actually heading somewhere we've already been. I don't know what this machine is either. I think that's the first time I've really been close to one. It's getting a bit tricky. Come on. Nearly there. I'm out of stamina. Stop. Trying to recover a bit. We're getting there. It's taken a little bit of time. So we're now here. Obviously, we're outside of the Chiral Network now. We want to kind of follow this along. I'm hoping that zip line there leads to there. That would be amazing if it does. It's the first time we'd see a zip line as well. I'd like to be on more stable ground as well, really, but we do need a drink shortly, I think. We're doing okay, not falling over though. Right, where's the zip line? Let's try and mark this up. I'm hoping we can get that zip line and it goes where we need it to. That would be an incredible way of getting past this whole area. I'm interested to see how the bike handles as well. I'm curious how it's going to work, especially on some of the uneven ground. Can't imagine the bike being brilliant. Right, zip line. Is it available and can we use it? Is my question. We can dismantle it. Can we use it though? I can rest here. Let's take a rest for a second. I don't think we can use it, annoyingly. Let's quickly take a drink. We do need to restore some stamina. Yeah, so we haven't unlocked them yet, so we can't use them, can we? Right, there we go. Stamina's back up. Though we're nearly out of a canteen drink as well. Right, so we can't take the zip line, which was my hope. So now we need to plan where we're going. We basically need to head to here in any way we can. The zip line method was what I was hoping would help us get there quicker, but obviously we haven't unlocked zip lines yet, so we can't use it. But I want to stay on this hill if we can, and just keep going this way. So far, I've managed to avoid all the BTs. The drinks refill during rainfalls. Yeah, it just said that actually. It filters it for us. If we pass through water, it automatically refills as well, and then it's filtered. Yeah, it's filtered. It does say filtered though, and the raindrops they're not deadly. They age you. It's timeful, so the rainwater just ages you. I'm assuming the filter enables it to filter out the timeful, essentially, makes it safer to drink. Either that, or it's a bit of a flaw in the way they've done it. Well, you wonder what my show is doing making this. It's made an incredible game so far. I'm really enjoying it. The story is quite deep and interesting as well, though. That's the thing. Okay, so this was our marker point. So from here, we just need to get roughly to the post box, and we're on safe ground. Most of this is going to be fairly easy to traverse. I don't even think we need to stop at the post boxes. So I don't think we're going to gain anything by stopping at them. But at least then we know we're going to be on stable ground. The wind may grab us here though. That's the only downside. There was wind, wasn't there, coming up to here. Oh. Something's made a noise. I know there's loads of stuff back down there, but I'm not too worried. Right, we get down the slope, we're on stable ground again. We don't need the other post boxes, everything on us. We want to deliver ourselves. But I just want to be on stable ground. There's a used repair spray there, container. Not ours, obviously. We left ours back where we were. I like how the music just pops in as well. I say we don't need to stop and do anything there. We're heading straight to the first location. I'm hoping we can get that bike up and running. Let me slow down a little bit. We are running out of time for this morning though, that's the only downside. What's that picking up? Now, what's that? It said we could pick something up here. What is that? Climb. It said pick up as a pass, and I didn't pick it up. I don't know what it was. I am going a bit too quickly, which is why we're constantly having to shift weight. That's the level 2 post box there. Again, we don't really need to worry about it. It's not what I keep pressing the wrong button for the menu there. We're just going to keep following this down. Essentially, we're just trying to get down to where our bridge is. So it is just keep following this down. And yeah, we can't really pick anything up either. We're going to have no weight to be able to pick anything up. But what we've got on us is going to give us a lot of lights if we can deliver it ourselves. Oh! That nearly fell over. That was me going too quickly. That's the problem. I do tend to move too quickly. It's the input I need to slow down with. And that then tends to make us potentially fall over. You can see our bridge there. That's where we're going. And like I say, there's a bike there. Hopefully we can put a generator up and fix the bike. Or recharge it essentially. And that will speed us up as getting back to Central Knot City as well, which there's a potential delivery with 700 lights, which is massive. That's nearly the amount of lights we've got so far in the game in total. I think we've got 1,000 something, maybe even half of what we've got as a total so far. So to get all of them would be incredible. So we're just going to get down here in one piece. I'm not scanning as much, mainly because I'm constantly gripping. Don't fall over. Although it is pretty stable ground. I'm not losing stamina either, even though I'm gripping constantly. I'm surprised. I thought I'd lose stamina with doing this, but it's fine at the minute. Yeah, the bridge is where we're going. No BTs or anything around. We're all safe. And the music of all we found out from the first stream, music isn't copyrighted. And we tend to leave music on every game now, just because it's atmospheric. But sometimes we can have to share revenue or get no revenue from streams because of the music. But actually, so far, none of the music copyrighted. We don't lose anything. The song Ghost Planks on Your Mind. Received mail. What's the mail from Benjamin about? I'm nearly up where I needed to be, and then we get some mail from Benjamin to have a look at. So ghost plays are the structures. Okay, and you've changed other people's structures out. Yeah, we'll see if we find one. Like I said, I've not seen your name on a structure yet. How about taking a break in a private room? You've been working hard, Sam. Your porter grade ought to go through the roof if you keep this up. I wonder though, how's your BB doing? Even if you're feeling fine, it might be a good idea to give the little guy a break from time to time. I don't know, can't help but emphasise with BBs. Maybe because I'd be one too if my last name began with B, if you know what I mean. If so, head down to one of those underground facilities, private rooms and take a load off. That's my advice. Your BB will thank you for it. Our BB's absolutely fine for the minute, so I'm not too worried. And we just want to get to this distribution centre. So close to being where we need to get to. And then, yeah, then we can do a machine, we can do a generator, hopefully recharge the battery on the quads, and then potentially use that to get back. That's the hope, anyway. Oh, is that what that does? I'm not interested in connecting with people, though, Cass. We don't do multiplayer, do we? So, I don't really think I need to connect with anyone. It's never explained. No, it hasn't been explained so far, you're right. But yeah, I don't want to really connect with anyone, to be fair. Right, bridge is here, we're nearly back. So nearly there. I am also curious to how the bike works, control of it. I don't know if we have time to do it today, though. Let's see. Right, we're going to get across the bridge. I'm not worried about upgrading that bridge either, to be fair. We don't really need to at the minute. I don't know what we gain from upgrading them either. I know obviously they're stronger, they're resistant to timefall better. But we don't even know if we're going to use that bridge again. Right, distribution centre west. We have a delivery to make here as well from what we picked up. You can see some of the cases are quite damaged. I'm hoping the contents aren't. Yeah, I don't see the point of the bridge link for me. It's not something I think I'm going to use, to be fair.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
We haven't got any weapons, annoyingly. I want a gun. I want something we can defend ourselves with. We have killed. No, I don't think we killed. I think we knocked him out. Essentially, we took down a mule when we went to get the post box in the mule camp. We did take one person out of the strand. I don't think we kill him though. I think you just make them unconscious. Our boots are also now halfway damaged. It's not quite time to get rid of them yet though. Right, we have a delivery I think here. Let's have a look. Deliver requested cargo. And that's an order complete from the ones we got as well. Let's do that. That's some weight back as well. The power supply inspection tools. Okay, that is done. As I say, we should be able to get a generator now and get the bike. We've only got about 5-10 minutes left, so let's see if we can do this. Depends how much conversation was in between. Did you not take the standard deliveries when you did things like that then, Cass? I think it's the old age thing, isn't it? Don't go empty-handed anywhere. There's no point going there empty-handed. 4% damage that had. I don't know if we're still going to get an awesome here. We've always had an awesome delivery so far, but that had 4% damage. Come on. Awesome. Okay, everyday delivery trophy achieved. We're up to 1,500 likes so far. Nearly 4-star connection level as well. We got away with that a little bit, I think. We may get an upgrade here as well. Level 37. I did not do standards at all, but trust me, I regret it because it's so worth it. Well, to be fair, it makes sense to do them if you're heading that direction anyway. If you're going that way, it's like you never go anywhere empty-handed, do you? Even at work, when I was working, you know, you never go anywhere empty-handed. If you can take something on the way, it makes sense.
See you around.
It's the way I've always worked, to be fair, in anything. Right, so that's that delivery done. Our weight limit's gone down massively.
If you're up for it, you should head over to the distro center out west of Capital Knot and take on an order bound for the city. A hardworking boarder could earn himself an extra reward.
So there's something there for an extra reward if you want to do it.
The distro center to see what's available.
Obviously, like I said, we are nearly out of time. So complete orders, strengthen connections, completing orders, SAM, and standard orders from any facility will increase your connection level, which is what we've just seen happening, to be fair. We've got another mail to look at as well. This is Jake Wind. Our hard work is paying off. I wonder where you are right now. If you're somewhere powered by a wind farm, if anyone should be benefiting from our work, it's you. Until you brought us into the network, we could only provide power to a small region, and we can send it to all the big cities and beyond. I'm still not 100% sure on the details, but basically transmitting it via the beach means we don't suffer any additional loss due to increased distances, so we can go as far as we need to. Good thing we kept the faith in the second expedition and kept this place properly maintained. You made our efforts worthwhile. We can't thank you enough. Then you get robbed. Okay, if you say so. So the stuff we've got on us so far, we still need to go. Lost cargo is going to the way station west, which is on the way back to Capital Knot. They're going to Capital Knot, I believe, the metals. Can't be used as part of delivery. They are damaged as well. We must have knocked them. That's the one we want to definitely deliver because that's worth 720 likes. That's the one we need to get done. But let's head out here because now I think we can. We'll come back in here in a second. What I'm going to quickly go and do is head outside because outside we can charge up the bike. We are rapidly running out of time for this morning. So let's see if we can get this done. If we build a generator, the bike battery can recharge. I still need to go back and see if there's any orders, but I just want to get this bit done at the very least.
You could probably get that bike
there we go.
again if you charged it with a generator. Why not give it a try?
Why not give it a try indeed? So we're going to build a generator. PCC. We need to... No. That's a bridge. That's a generator, and that's where it is. Yeah. What do I need to press to do it? I can't build... I can build one there. There we go. My only concern with riding a bike while carrying cargo is obviously rocks and crashing, which potentially damages all your cargo. That's my only concern. Is it done?
Construction complete.
There we go. Battery is charged. I don't think there's much point upgrading the structure though. Let's have a look at what it needs to upgrade. I don't think there's a need to. Charging speed boosted, charge range boosted, customization slot, time for resistance. I don't think it's worth the metal at the minute to do so. The bike is charged though. We're not going to get to drive it today. We're just about out of time. And I know if we go to the west distribution centre, there's going to be more story there, isn't there, essentially? So we are going to be out of time. What we're going to do is head down here. I obviously want to see if there's any deliveries to take with us to where we're heading. And then I think we're out of time, annoyingly. I thought we'd actually get on the bike, but we didn't quite make it there. Let's have a quick look here though first. So there are orders. We've got stat orders for Sam. What do we got? Confidential documents. Oh, we've got to go to the Mule camp and then take them to the way station. Okay. Obviously, we haven't been to that Mule camp. We've been to the other one, and that one you need the Maser gun, so ignore that. But that one we need to actually get to the Mule's base essentially. It's probably something we should give it a go. We'll take it. Listen to the briefing. That's what I've not done.
For this retrieval order, you will be hunting down a book. An old school printed on paper book, the kind that predates the Death Stranding. Even before
old school book. I know for I hear a book being called old school.
It's rare to find one intact these days. Apparently, this particular book was the work of researchers who may have anticipated the Death Stranding.
Very interesting.
It was en route to Hartman when it was taken. Mules, according to Waystation staff, in case you hadn't guessed. The book's no different from any other cargo to them. But to us, it's priceless. Get it back, ASAP.
So we're ignoring the Maser gun one. I think the thing on the side that gives you its level, I've got a feeling that's your grade, your porter grade. And I wonder if that's maybe that's what we need to go see if we're ready to take on a mission, essentially. Because that one's 77 and we're nowhere there. Okay. So, yeah, this is the grenade we didn't take last time, which I should have done. A cargo. Do we need another PCC? Probably should take it, to be fair. It's on the cargo shelf. Grenade we do want to take. If I carry that on tool rack, then the ladder goes back on, doesn't it? I've got container repair sprays as it is. I don't think we need any more. I think that's everything. Grenades on the tool rack. Our boots are 54% damage. It's not quite low enough, I don't think, to change them as of yet. But I think we're all set. So unfortunately, we are all set, but we are out of time. So my thinking is, obviously we save it here. Tomorrow morning we're back again for another 3.5 hours.
Order assigned.
So tomorrow morning we will start and use the bike for the first time. That's my kind of thinking at this point, because we are out of time. It's really frustrating, to be fair. Once you get into this, it's just so much to enjoy. And yes, the story isn't simple. It is complicated story, and it is a lot slower paced than what we're used to with some of the games we've done recently. But there's something about it that wants me to keep going and keep playing. But we can just save just like that, Cass. We don't have to go into a save room to save. We just press save. It's done a manual save, so we don't actually have to go into the safe house to do so. But yeah, really enjoying it so far. It's only the second stream, so we'll be 7 hours in, essentially. And still lots more to learn. I want to use that grenade on a BT, see what happens. We've already learned that because we repatriate our fluids, bodily fluids, whether it's showering, going to the toilet, things like that, affect BTs. But there needs to be a lot more evidence of what that actually does to them as we go along. We also found out what happens when we make a noise near a BT, as they actually start seeing the footprints chase after us. That was interesting as well. But yes, we've connected the wind farm as well now. We're just heading back. This is the first time we're going backwards. We've always been going west, but now we're actually heading back. And we're going to have a vehicle to use first thing tomorrow as well. So if you're free, join us tomorrow morning as we continue Death Stranding. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.